You guys are mean to me. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Call of the Abyss. As usual, I am playing as Scarlet Leon as the Overlord. A little warning, this is an 18 plus stream, so there will be curse words and all the other stuff that is included with the 18 plus warning. That said, let's introduce our cast of members. Going with Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike. I will be playing Mordecai, the innocent Mordecai, the humanitarian.
Is that what we're going with? I'm Steve, regularly the storyteller over on the Vancouver by Night thing. You'll probably see me in the chat making fun of probably Scarlet, because she is the mean girl and gets us all in trouble. I'm playing Domino, the Bruja who punches things.
Hello, my name is Bully, and I will be playing Toledo, the Banu Hakim. That's all you get.
And I'm Lou, and I'll be your storyteller this session. We're actually in a bit of a time skip here, so this is just going to be a couple of things that happen within this time frame. But let's start off with a recap. In our last episode, our cast was absolved from suspicion regarding the death of Colin Watts. However, the trial of Michael Strum did not sit well with anyone, as the Malkavian seemed to know a lot more than he was letting on. Nevertheless, our coterie proceeded with their own nightly activities afterwards. A week later, Don began making his own power plays in the outskirts of Chicago by trying to carve out his own little domain for himself and his biker gang. The same night, Mordecai dove further into the occult, but at the same time making appearances at social events such as the underground auction at the Area Crown Theater, where he managed to nab himself a few Middle Eastern relics. Unfortunately, even with the help of our beloved Annabelle, he was unable to bid for the more interesting item, which was a little feral girl inside a cage. Found out soon after that the people who bought the lupine was a member of the Italian mob. Wonder if it's a coincidence that they're from the same people Dom had met with the same night. I'm sure that's not gonna come into play in the future anytime soon. Also last session, we saw Scarlet, bit of a party with the Toreador, the Toreador Elysium, where she chose a particular date for that event, which turned out to be our dear old sheriff, Damien. Luckily, everything went smoothly for her, as she performed very well on the drums, while Damien was on singing, and his other bandmates were also there performing on stage. But tonight, we continue our coterie shenanigans as they all meet up as a group just after the auction. You all are just outside at the Area Crown Theater in the parking lot, and you see Mordecai, loading some stuff in to his limousine. 3 things in particular. You all meet eyes for the first time in about a week or 2. So I will leave the scene to the 4 of you for now.
And we rushed here finding out that the mobsters were going to be here, correct? This is still right after all that. Sorry, I'm reading my notes to make sure I got everything that happened last time. What happened?
All right.
And we didn't know. Did we know? We overheard in the conversation that they were selling.
Well, Mordecai sent emojis that you guys couldn't figure out.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're here. We see Mordecai. Where's the people and the girl and the wolf thing?
Is it
It-
like a gang raid
would I know
or
where they went? They went through the back, right?
Awesome. You gonna try to stop him?
How long ago did they go into the back?
You stayed inside waiting for them, so maybe around 15-20 minutes have gone by.
They're probably long gone by now.
I mean we can
But
still
yes,
check.
it was a scene right out of the Jungle Book. Some kind of feral child in a cage, taken by a big Italian fat man.
Why is the child very
Yeah, that ain't gonna do. I'm gonna get out some of my things and begin to illuminate the trail of prey on the mobster we saw who was on the phone call who came to this place.
This is you're gonna have to make a few rolls here. But yeah, go ahead and make that rouse check and that blood source ritual roll, please, Toledo. While he's preparing his stuff, or what are the three of you doing? Just looking at him, watching him do this blood magic.
I am.
Yeah, make sure nobody interferes with it.
And
yeah
you're doing
I-
this inside the limousine, right?
Yeah, like we pulled up, door flew open. I'm like, "Hey, where's the girl?" If he doesn't know, I just lean back in, get my hollow Bible out, get the ribbon out, start soaking it in my blood, and just start going through the ritual.
I'm analyzing the ritual.
I'd
What he does it.
probably be annoying him like, can you teach me how to do that ritual?
Praying, you're gonna learn your damn. Stop talking to me right now. I'm in the middle of doing fucking ritual.
Mr. Mordecai, do you know how to do the ritual?
I don't know how to
No,
do
he
that
doesn't know.
ritual.
This is a faith-based ritual. I explained to you how
Yeah,
interrupt
about
me
the
for the
religion.
second time? quiet.
It's really
quiet.
not.
Yeah, he
It's
keeps
really
trying to
not.
do it. He's trying to tune him out, but he can't. He has to keep interjecting, but eventually
Mm.
I got 5 successes, which is enough for that level.
5 successes, Toledo. You are able to perform this ritual in a matter of a few minutes. And as this does, as you light up that satin ribbon, you immediately see from your own eyes this trail, this white strand that leads perhaps to another location. It starts from the Erie Crown Theater parking lot, and it pulls out into the road, and it leads towards the south side of Chicago, the southeast side of Chicago. Keep in mind that you have bikes going, with you right now. Did you take the biker dudes with you, Dom, or is it just the 3 of you?
It's just the 3 of us.
Okay.
I stole a bike. Not stole a bike. I was given a bike, but I told Rena not to ride with me because I'm not great at it. Okay, so yeah, I'll holding this once it's burned, sort of looking around, I'm picking up on something. You guys down to hunt some mobsters, rescue a girl?
Yes. Sounds like fun.
Let's do it.
Mordecai, I don't know if the limo is gonna be able to keep up with the bikes. You want to hop on? Just hold me real tight. Maybe use that cane to kind of like a seatbelt.
I'm afraid I might choke you. The limo will be fine. I spare no expense.
Okay.
All right. Then yeah, I will lead the way, I guess.
Okay.
Hop on the bike. I'm gonna try to do a cool, like, you know, they do a thing where they like spin around once. Do a
It's
donut
gonna
before they
ruin
peel
that.
out.
Donut? Okay.
I'm gonna try to do that to look cool to get out of here and for our big mob chase.
It all
Yeah.
depends if you guys can successfully catch up to them, which I'm gonna need a few rolls for. Remind me, who's on who?
I'm riding
Vehicle-wise.
with Dom.
Who's on who?
Who vehicle-wise? Vehicle-wise. All right.
I'm riding with
Scarlet, you
Dom.
never know.
Oh, there. You sleep with
I'm
one
on my
person. You sleep with one person, and then everybody's like,
So
I believe Toledo's on a bike, Dom and Rena on a bike, and Mordecai's taking the limo mobile.
Scarlet.
Scarlet, whoops.
all right. So I need I believe that's an intelligence and survival roll first for you to see if you can follow the actual path itself.
And I shall blood search.
Perfect.
Successful again.
Wow, it's not getting any hungrier whatsoever.
This is the night.
And immediately after that, Dom and Bully, Father Toledo, you guys will need to make a dexterity and drive roll, please. Now with 5
I got
successes.
5 successes to track. Dex and drive.
Dex and drive
Waiting
for the
for
both of
this.
you. Mordecai, you're not driving. You're inside, so let me make a roll for your driver, an average mortal.
I'm gonna rouse my dex.
I am also rousing this.
Oh my gosh, he crit.
Not hungry again.
Wow.
I'd pay for the best.
Toledo is just.
Driver crit. All right, let's see them roll.
Oh, hell
Sorry, I
yeah.
just had
Better
to
than I thought.
refresh the page.
All right, 5 successes for Mordecai's driver. 2 successes for Toledo. And Dom.
Give me 1 sec.
It's easier for guys. If it's easier for you guys, you can roll your own dice.
I want you to see my failures.
That's true. Cheat like Scarlet here.
What? I always fail my rolls. Not like Victoria, who's like.
All right, with 3
successes.
successes. Okay, Toledo, you try to do that that cool donut thing. Unfortunately, you almost
Oh,
fall
yeah.
off the bike, and you kind of hear the the wheel careen against the the pavement and stuff. And you do a semi decent donut, but it doesn't.
Kind of
doesn't look
slow and
cool.
lame. Yeah.
It's just so
Yeah.
slow, like.
Yeah.
Just drive in one big circle and then go.
He tries to lead you guys, but surprisingly, the limousine kind of overtakes Toledo. Maybe.
Let's go!
And you can see the
Why are you
smirk
back there?
on
Where are we
Mordecai's
going?
face as he kind of passes you by, Father Toledo. Dom's just chilling with Scarlet, just behind you. But unfortunately, the driver doesn't know where to go, so he lets.
We
Father
keep pace,
Professor
but
Toledo.
behind them.
With 5 successes, you are able to track keep up with the trail, Toledo. Here's the issue. Leads into the train tracks on the southeast side of Chicago, perhaps towards Oakland. Now, if you continue following the path, you would see that the actual trail goes from the dirt road and onto the train tracks itself.
Oh, hell yes.
Do you guys follow the train tracks?
Yeah. This is even more cinematic than Toledo
Oh
was
my
hoping
God.
for, yeah. He's
Are you
putting this
sure
bike on
about-
the tracks.
All right. So you guys are absolutely just want to do this chase with a train.
Yeah, literally nothing bad can happen. We're going.
I mean, how fast can a train possibly go?
This will be an issue for the limousine. So I imagine the
Not if I
limousine
drive
just
on the tracks.
sticks on the. You can.
I'm kidding.
All right.
Once we get to the tracks, I could slow down and look at Mordecai and point to the back of my bike.
Fine. This is faster.
All
The
right.
best visual.
It's just too much.
Can I ask you guys? Are you guys sure you want to do this? Follow the mafia?
Can we not like?
All
Rescuing a girl, yes.
We're doing this. We're
We're doing this for
All right,
Miguel.
cool.
Onward, driver. Don't spare the whip.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna
What
press.
period is that?
The moment you guys get to the train tracks, you notice
Save a
that it
horse,
is
ride a
dark and
cowboy.
empty. But you do hear, as you guys drive and get on the train tracks and you go to, you hear the train just like perhaps a mile away as it like, toots its horn. It doesn't toot its horn, but it does the train noise. Toot, toot. But yeah, you can hear it a mile away. Now, in order for you guys to chase the train itself, because you all would imagine that the mafia probably hopped on a train or took control of it or something.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna be
You guys
experiencing gunfire soon. Can we
Would
not?
Excellent.
first things first, you guys need to roll very high for this in order to catch up to it. Second, there's gonna be some things happening as they're gonna notice you. So, are you guys doing this discreetly, like at a distance, just following it, or you guys just want to catch up to the train?
We're gonna.
No, this is a
rustle.
train robbery. Toledo
It's a train
remembers
robbery.
these. It's been a long time.
All right.
Oh,
Wild West.
in his
is this
element
place.
now.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Wild
Wait,
West. All
hold
right,
on.
cool.
Did the storyteller just ask us if
If
we
we're
want to do something
sure?
subtly?
it's gonna be
Hey
like
man.
I don't know what that means.
All right.
You've
Okay.
seen us?
We will
I-
subtly rev our engines and barrel towards the train.
I'm gonna need another dex and dry roll from the both of you, please.
Oh no.
That's
Dom,
easy. I got two.
You
two
have
whole dice.
celerity, right? Are you activating fleetness for this?
Let me check my.
Yes. Yes. I don't want to be
definitely
riddled with
probably
holes, Dom.
You just calm down. You're behind me.
I
Yeah, I'll activate fleetness.
That will add your celerity dice to your next dexterity and any rolls, actually. Might want the blood surge for this too, if you guys want.
Would it still be
Toledo,
the same blood surge though, or is it a different scene?
did you surge earlier?
Yeah, I surged.
You can only surge
dex.
once per roll.
Yeah, once per roll.
Okay. Yeah, let's search it. Might as
Get
well.
Dex
hungry on
and
that one.
drive for the both of you.
I'm gonna do a
man.
couple things. I'm going to blood surge my. I'm gonna use my blood sorcery discipline, blood of potency, to increase my blood potency for this encounter. Hang on.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't add my rouse. Because I could potentially crit on this, which would be.
So drive and dex.
Ignore that.
Right back. Super quickly. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
This is gonna be so bad.
So Toledo
This
gets
is
the
gonna be
Special
so
delivery.
bad.
It had to happen sooner or later.
We broke the storyteller.
Okay.
I mean, his pain probably just kicked in, and now the camera can't see him. Oh my god.
For people at home, I'm doing a lot of rolling. I'm blood surging my blood of potency ritual to get my blood potency to 3, which was successful. Then I rolled my drive, and after doing all of that, that's still only 2 successes.
Oh my god. Can you reroll
Risking
it?
all this hunger.
Reroll.
I can reroll. You're right. I can reroll. Oh,
to-
and one's a crit. I can potentially crit. I'm going to reroll 2 of those.
2, yeah. You can reroll up to 2. Oh my god.
I was also okay. What's your hunger at?
There we go. One of these is going to be a crit. Don't worry about my
I'm
hunger.
gonna start hemorrhaging all over.
Oh yes!
That is a critical, so it's 4, 5, 6 successes.
Damn.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah,
now
I'm balancing
now
the
Dom.
bike now. It's me balancing the bike, right?
Yeah,
Putting the weight on the back
I just
end.
needed that
Yeah.
counterweight. I needed Mordecai. Something about his arms around me is just allowed Toledo to unlock his true potential.
Drive faster.
What did Dom
Where
get? Did you
is-
do your drive check yet?
No, not yet.
Dom, please.
Uh,
I don't want to be.
Where is my blood potency?
Hmm?
The blood potency.
It should be under blood and XP.
Blood and XP. At our level, your blood surge, our blood potency is 2, but blood surge still is only 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, fuck. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, our
let's see them
storyteller is
rolls.
finally fixed.
Sorry, La Sombre Bane. All right, so that is 2.
6 successes.
Or
You did the willpower
6
reroll.
successes on a crit.
So
okay,
it's,
what's Dom's? Dex drive plus 5 for
Yes.
you, I think, Dom.
Plus 2. I only have 2 dex or 2 celerity.
Okay, and then you surge, right? So that's another
Yeah, and then
2.
I surged. So
You
it's at
know,
4.
Sam, please. Wait, can you even
Okay.
reroll it?
All right, I need 5 successes to catch up to a train. So if you'd like to
Please.
reroll that.
Yes.
Little Mordecai.
Sorry. Roll 20 is having a bit of a pain in the ass.
Just the one crit.
So,
Just one more crit.
dice-
How many successes did I get for that?
You have 4 successes right now. You
Just
can
need
reroll up to 3
one.
dice. You need 1 more success.
Yeah, I'll spend a willpower on that. And I'll just
Great.
roll my own physical dice. Because roll 20 is being a pain in the ass. That is an extra success.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. With 5 successes, the both of you. And Toledo, actually, now you do your cool, driving stuff as actually. I'm wondering what
Up a wheelie.
Mordecai is doing as he just braces himself as Toledo just starts speeding up. You see that he's got this wild look about. Well, you don't see it, but you can just feel that there's something wild about Toledo at the moment as he begins to rev the engine and just zoom out into the distance, leaving Dom just a little bit behind.
No, we were talking when you went to get the package. I'm actually counterweighting. That's why he's able to do all this fancy stuff. I'm actually weighting the back end down.
All right. And Scarlett, what are you doing as Dom just kind of zooms off as well? You feel that he's a little more agile now. There's something about him that just makes him like
Yeah, I'm
vibrating
grabbing,
Yeah,
grabbing around his waist and praying for my dear life. Like,
hanging on.
yeah, this is
Hope you don't die. Okay, yeah. In a matter of moments, it doesn't take about 20 seconds. You guys are completely up to, behind the train itself. Toledo, you can still see the trail, and it's definitely inside. This carriage or this freight train or whatever it's called, the trail leads inside. Now, as this is happening, as you guys are not doing this subtly or stealthily whatsoever, you would notice a few of the mobsters you saw earlier tonight, Dom, as they pop their heads out of the inside of the train, the freight train, and they kind of like look at each other. They say a few words to each other, and then you see them pull out their Uzis.
oh,
Uh-oh.
Now
no.
they need to make a roll, as you guys don't. I'll take this as your defense action as well, with your 6 successes. So I'm gonna say that they start shooting at you. With 5 successes for you, Dom, and 6 successes for you, Toledo. They miss everything as you guys just zip past them, kind of tilt left, tilt right to avoid everything, and no bullets hit you. As you guys draw closer and closer to it, what is your plan? Do you just try to hop on the train itself, or
Yeah.
you have guns?
So, are
Mordecai
they
has
in
a
the
gun.
back?
You guys are behind it.
No,
Is
I
it
mean,
a
have they
passenger train or is it a?
come out the
freight
back?
train?
Like, is it like a caboose type situation?
It's like one of those freight trains where you open the carriage doors like sideways. It's not a passenger's train.
Okay.
It's more of like where you ship stuff.
Is there like a ladder up the back?
We're doing this full cinematic, like action movies.
Why?
Yeah, Toledo's just screaming, yelling out a good yeehaw, and then getting close enough to tell Mordecai to jump on because he's about to abandon this bike.
I didn't sign up for that. Okay.
Do any of you have Soaring Leap, Blink, or Traversal?
I'm not using my
Oh.
soaring leap.
I'm gonna pull up.
Very hard.
Gonna try to pull up right next to it so Mordecai can hopefully grab on, and I'm going to reach in my pocket, get a bug and pop it in my mouth for the cling of the insect.
Okay.
Give
So
us some of
that's-
that too.
Mordecai, I need a Dex and Athletics roll from you.
Of
Toledo,
course.
you're not ditching the bike, right? Not just yet.
What? Now I'm waiting for him to get off.
Okay.
Once
Yeah, you
he's
are.
off, I'm jumping. I'm just gonna ditch the bike and try to cling to the side.
I'm aroused to blood on this one.
Keep in mind that you are blood
Because-
potency 2. I think you get +2
I am.
dice. Dom
You gotta do a
and
rouse check.
Scarlet, what are you guys doing in this turn?
I'm not actually giving her an option.
What?
I'm just gonna toss her onto
What the? What the fuck?
thing.
What the
Gonna reach
fuck?
back and
What the fuck?
Put Scarlet
Alright.
onto this thing.
I did not sign up for this one. I put.
neither did I.
It's for the. It's for the child. It's for the child.
Okay, strength and athletics for Dom.
I'm gonna die.
Should be easy enough.
I'm gonna willpower reroll that.
Reroll up to
Actually-
2 dice.
If I rouse for potence, would that add that on?
Yeah, if you use prowess, it adds automatic successes. Automatic 5 successes because you have blood. You have potence 5.
Yeah, then
Sorry,
I'm gonna
Louis, you
rouse the
said-
blood for that.
All
How many
right,
do I
and you
reroll?
pass. You can reroll up to 2 dice.
I succeeded on that one, so yeah,
Shot
I'm
put
just gonna
Scarlet
like,
onto the thing.
I got
just gonna like
one more.
automatic
so 2
successes.
Yeah, just take it. Just take it. Well, you might bestial crit and crush Scarlet's like body while you're doing this. So
Are we going with the errata rules where I can do like half of my dice pool as successes?
if you want to, yeah, you can split your dice pool.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, Scarlet. Unless you resist, he's gonna shot put you onto the train.
Even if you do resist, let's be honest, I have way more potence than you do.
Yeah, I'd probably be like too surprised and shocked to even.
Okay, I need you to do. I need Scarlet to make a dexterity and athletics check to
Oh.
land gracefully. Otherwise, you'll just.
How's your dex?
Oh dear God, dexterity and athletics, right?
All right, with 2 successes, Mordecai, since you are very close,
Rousing the
Toledo's done
blood
extremely
to
well into catching up to this
dexterity.
train. You managed to latch on to the ladder on the very back side of the freight train. You managed to just hang on to it. Okay, with 3 successes, Scarlet, right after Mordecai catches on to the railings of the ladder, you land right on top of the freight train itself.
Can you not? A little warning would be nice.
She has soaring leap too. Damn.
All right. So Toledo and Dom, you guys are now just on your bikes. What do you plan to do with your bikes? Do you ditch them? Do you drive forward and onto the people that are shooting at you? What's your?
It is an
Your motorcycle.
open. It is an open door.
Yeah, I'm just abandoning the bike. I'm jumping off the bike. I did cling of the insect. I just want to, whichever one's out the window, I want to try to attach myself right below that window, on one of the sides. I'll let Dom take the other side.
Well, is it one of the ones that's like the full wall kind of opens up in the one area? Okay,
Mhm.
yeah,
It's
so
like a
it's
metal
not really a window.
freight thing. Mhm.
All right,
Dom.
how far up the train are they? Are they the one car beyond where I tossed Scarlet, or is it like this car?
They are about 1 or 2 past where Scarlet is right now, and Mordecai.
All right,
That's why they didn't hit you.
yeah, since they're kind of protected, give or take, I'm gonna ride up closer to where they are, but kind of like hugging the train. And then I'm gonna like kind of boost myself up on my feet onto the bike, and then I'm gonna soaring leap into them,
Shit.
and I'm gonna
Good
punch
check.
them really hard with fists of cane.
Let's see that rouse check. Toledo, you latched onto the side of the walls, right?
Yeah, I just want to latch on, and if they're like hanging out shooting, correct? If I'm visualizing this
They're
right.
shooting.
Yeah, I just want to see if I could just grab them and just throw them off the train.
Okay. Now we're gonna go into taking multiple actions per turn, and I think this is part of the errata where you split your dice pool instead of just taking one action. Splitting your dice pool means you will take a negative to both of your actions, but you still get to do those 2 actions. Whether or not you come out successful is completely up to the dice gods. So, first thing you want to do is latch on from latch onto the train, right?
Yes.
Okay, Dex and Athletics, so you can land semi-gracefully. You will take a
Well,
negative.
I'm essentially trying to just like drive up to it. If I could touch it, I stick to it. So I'm just trying to essentially just touch the side of the train.
Oh, okay. You're not jumping from.
And just
bike.
yeah, just let the bike go from underneath me. I'm clinging to it.
Okay. Well, you still need to make a Dex Athletics.
Yeah.
They will start shooting at you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get shot.
You will take a -3 to this roll because you're splitting your dice pool.
Allows me to roll 1 dice.
Uh-oh.
Success.
One success. All right. Mordecai and Scarlet, you guys are just... I imagine you guys are moving in that direction as well.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess. Wait, can I even see where they are? I am on top of the thing.
I mean, yeah, if you peek just to the side, you would notice Toledo is now kind of latched himself onto the walls while the people are shooting at him, while Dom is taking a soaring leap towards that inside of the freight train.
Is that where the girl is, or?
You have no idea
I
where
have
the
no
girl is.
idea.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. With 5 successes. Okay, 4 plus 3, that's 7. Halved. Toledo, the moment you latch onto the train, they're right there and they just unload a whole
Shoot my face.
case in your face. Yeah, you take 4 superficial damage.
After being halved?
Mm-hmm.
Crap.
And you can still take an action at a -3. So you just want to latch on, you just want to grab them.
Yeah,
and throw them
whoever's
out?
gun is for, yeah, just grab that gun arm and just toss them out.
Okay, that will be a... See, they don't have a defense for this because they took their action to shoot you. That would be a strength and brawl for you at a -3. One success will do it. Yeah, with 2 successes, yeah, right after he shoots you right in the chest, as those slugs collide with your chest and tear holes and you're now bleeding, you latch onto him and you pull him out and you see him tumbling across the ground very disgustingly as you hear a few cracks of the bones. Scarlet and Mordecai, you see this Italian dude just get thrown into the ground, into the train tracks as he breaks his neck and bones and stuff. All right, Dom, you're doing soaring leap inside the freight train, right?
Yeah. I'm a little hungry at the moment, so I'm gonna eat them too.
Okay, so if you want to do a sort of a combo cool move, you just soaring leap from your bike and you just grapple onto someone, you can do that without any penalties. Go ahead and roll your strength and athletics, or strength and brawl rather. And you have prowess active, right?
Yes.
You crush this man.
Yeah, I should probably also brutal feed while I'm at it.
Oh my god.
Let's see, brawl and strength.
Oh my dear lord.
That is a messy... Yeah, you're definitely going to brutal feed this guy. So that's 3, 5. That's an overall 10 successes. Go ahead and paint us a picture how you latch onto this person.
I'm kind of not happy with the fact that my bike is basically going to get dinged up a little bit because I have to abandon it. So I'm just going to hop on in a crouch, jump straight into the guy and then just basically drain him dry, kind of a dive tackle type thing, bite wherever I can.
All right, so brutal feed takes place the next turn, but for now you managed to latch onto this guy and you caught your prey 100%, and this guy kind of just screams out loud as he fires his weapon, but unfortunately he can't aim at anything except the ceiling. He's now bullets gonna whiz out through the air. Mordecai and Scarlet, you've now reached the freight train. You guys are now in the 3rd freight car, and you just hear a few bullets go by as
I'm
this
gonna
guy
be up
kind
on
of
top with
screams.
her.
Yep, you're on top with Scarlet.
Alright.
So we need to...
find out
Do we-
where the car is with the girl.
Where are the other 2?
They're inside. You can assume they're inside. Toledo
Where,
just wants to wait
like, where did the bullets come?
from
Why?
just below you.
Just below us?
Just below you.
How about let's disconnect. Let's try to disconnect the freight car from the driver's
Is the latch
area.
locked?
Yeah.
Probably
There's
is.
usually a hatch on the top of these cars. You can
I
climb
mean,
out
if you
the
just
top.
want to go inside, one of you has enough strength to beat into it and just.
What? Fine.
Make a
I
hole.
I wouldn't actually know that you have enough strength. You're a Toreador.
no.
How the hell would
It's
you
like
have
the hatch, right? There's a hatch on top of the trains usually.
Oh yeah, there's a hatch if you wanna do that instead.
Like,
I thought you
can
were
we,
talking about like
can we
just
try
beating your way
opening that
inside.
up? Not beating my way up. Wait,
Sure, it's open.
Yeah.
I mean, if you unclick it,
Yeah, so I'm
undo the
going
latch,
to
it'll
like
be-
upside down, peek around, see if the girl is there or not in every
As you
card.
peek inside, you see Dom ferociously feeding on an individual. Toledo just made his way inside.
The Masquerade! Oh my
Uh,
god. Is the girl
Is he
there?
in there?
No, it's
Okay.
just a bunch of crates and stuff.
Okay,
and
then
there
we
just seems
move
be
to
two.
Next
the
car.
next car.
Okay,
Next
so you
car.
take your turn to move down.
Yeah.
The next car. Okay. Well, the camera will stick with you as you just quickly do this. In a few seconds, you take a few seconds to just look around and stuff, but both of you don't see any, traces of the girl here. Move on to the next card. And
Do
we're gonna
the
pause
same.
it there.
Yeah.
Toledo and Dom. Well, Dom's gonna feed right now. He's gonna take this turn to just brutal feed a guy and drain him dry. You can go ahead and slick your hunger to 0. Toledo, are you just watching this? You're gonna watch?
No, so I threw the guy off. I'll crawl in the window I threw him out from, and I'll prepare my sword. Open a vein, let the blood and sword pour out, coating it in the poison, and readjusting, seeing where that trail leads, assuming it leads further up the
It
train.
leads further up.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just follow the trail with my sword ready and just running up, trying to get to the end of this trail, because I'm assuming where that important lady was, we'll probably find cargo.
Okay, yeah. As you guys, you go up the hatch.
Wherever the trail's leading, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll
the trail
follow,
it passes through the actual walls itself. So it's probably there, but there's no passageways in between carts. So you probably have to take the latch upstairs where Scarlet and Mordecai are. That's the fourth time.
The fifth time I get
16th
20
time.
XP.
Yeah, I'll head up where they are, and I'm on the trail. Follow me.
Okay.
Forward.
Dom eventually joins you all, covered in blood and viscera, as he just finished his feeding. But yeah, you guys eventually make it to the fourth cart. And as you guys open the latch and see what's inside, you see that there are animals in here, cages of animals. Okay, animals like fucking dogs or cats, exotic animals.
Yeah, I'll just take a moment because I assume maybe she'll be in a cage too, to sort of check the cages, make sure she's not in any of them.
She's not here. Well, only one of you knows what they look like.
Yeah, what the fuck does the girl
see.
look like, Mr. Mordecai?
I mean, it's gonna be a little girl amongst a bunch of mobsters. Assuming.
Like,
Yeah,
the
but
worst
she can-
combination of Mowgli and an urchin from Oliver.
Honestly, any little girl we find hanging out with this group, we should probably just get them away from.
Also look
Yeah.
for a
Don't
wolf
worry about getting the wrong one.
in a
Alright.
cage. Maybe.
I don't think she's in here though.
Or any wolves?
Yeah, and I'll just.
Yeah, she might have turned.
Lou,
that how-
any wolves?
Kind of like Twilight, right?
Kind of Like what?
Shoot them! Shoot them! One of the guys says as he
Oh,
kind of
great.
pops his head out of the hatch down the track, the cart, as he begins to kind of shoot all of you. Go ahead and roll your composure and athletics in this moment, as you guys aren't exactly, well, unless you want to move around on top of the train. Does any of you have cat's grace? I'll take that as a no. So you don't want to move around the train too much and risk falling off.
Is it okay?
Like grab Scarlet and use her as a shield.
Please don't.
She's probably the only one of us that would have fortitude.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, she can take fortitude if she wishes. Okay. Yeah. With those successes, you guys are able to keep your your feet planted on the top train itself, and the bullets whiz by you easily, and none of you are turned into Swiss cheese. So, it is your turn once again. Go ahead and well, if you guys want to move down the train once, take another turn. Yeah, you can. Unless you want to do soaring leap or blink in that direction.
Let's go to the driver's area and just stop this train from moving.
Oh, that's your plan. Okay, cool. Yeah. So as you guys
Yeah,
make
let's keep going.
Yeah.
Dom, punch that guy. Brent's the one that was shooting at us. I'll just keep
so-
heading where the trail's going.
He opened up like a hatch and then he popped out, right? And he's shooting at us from like further down the train.
about 2 or 3 carts down.
So yeah, we'll move up, I guess. It's
Can I
gonna
just
take us
shoot him?
probably more than a turn to get
Mordecai,
up
if
there,
you'd
I'm
like to
assuming.
shoot him, go ahead and roll your composure and firearms.
Since I'm lying down here on the thing and he's taking pot shots at us.
He has no defense.
Composure? Excellent.
What's wrong with this light?
Oh dear Lord. Why the fuck are we fighting the mafia?
You can
Let
reroll
me
up to
do
3
another
dice.
willpower.
Yeah, you can reroll up to
I'm gonna
3
willpower that one.
dice. And if you crit, this will be a headshot. His head's right there. Okay, with
I
3
only got
successes.
one more success.
With 3 successes, what kind of gun do you have?
It's one of those 45s, a fairly sizable.
Okay, so that'll do a +3 damage. So he has no defense, so that's 3, 6. He takes 6 damage as he kind of you all see
Knock him
Mordecai
off the.
shoot this guy. It hits him right in the throat as he lets out a disgusting wail as he kind of struggles, and he just falls down to
Sorry.
where the hatch is.
That's on me.
All of you are splattered with a bit of blood because you guys, grab
This
it
is
and-
spray.
Yeah. But you guys eventually make your way there. Perhaps Dom leading the charges. He's the only one who has celerity. And you make it there first. Dom, the open hatch is, available for you to just pass through. Inside, I imagine you go inside. Yeah, inside you see 2 or 3 more mobsters, and they're all just kind of loading up their Uzis and whatnot. You can see there's a whole lot of ammunition here and weapons.
What kind of formation are they in? Are they in kind of like a triangle formation to me?
To you, because you're on top, yeah, you're pretty much. If you jump down, you are vulnerable to be shot at by 3 people. Also, there's a dead body now in the center.
That's probably, yeah. Okay. Can I
Tell me.
like kind of lean over first and check it out before I go?
Yeah,
Jumping
you
in
see
there.
this.
In that case, I'm gonna like kind of swing down, hold on, and then kick as many of them as I can out the other side. Or into the wall, whatever, I'm flexible.
Go ahead and roll your strength and brawl. And depending on how many successes you get, is how strong, how cinematic this entrance will be.
Cinematic.
Scarlet, Toledo, and Toledo. What do you guys do? Mordecai took his turn by shooting the guy.
I'm gonna rouse my strength too.
Okay, cool.
Is that where the trail leads through that cart?
Mhm.
I will. If he jumps in swinging, I will also jump in swinging.
I'd probably move
Strength and
more.
melee for you, Toledo. Scarlet, you can hop in there with your coterie mates, or you can just go down further.
How many carts are left?
There's 2 carts left,
I'll go to
not including
another.
the drivers.
I'll go to
kind
the
of-
other cart and then check again with the hatch.
Yeah, next one.
Like quietly
They got this.
peek inside.
You just want to undo the latch and peek inside.
Yeah, the other cart, the one after that.
All right. So
That
at the
6
very
successes.
front cart, you would see a woman that is wearing a sort of. She has a top hat, and she wears like a vest. Underneath that vest is white button up and a tie. You can see that she has scar. It's like a large scar running down her bright blue eyes. If you peek your head inside, she will most likely notice you.
Aw. Is the girl there?
There's no girl here. Actually, there's no one here. It's just her and another mobster. As you peek your head inside, the guy goes, "Oh, we've got company!" Do you hop inside, or do you?
No, I run towards the
And
driver's area.
Mordecai, you just.
I
took your
leave
turn.
Mordecai.
You took your turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Scarlet, you kind of left Mordecai as he's the one who just, he's on the
Yeah.
ground right now. He's trying to. Okay, so
So
I-
it's
you-
pretty much the calling
I
card
do-
of this coterie that if we get in trouble, we just wave.
I go straight to the driver's cart and try
Okay,
to.
and that'll be your turn. Okay, cool. Start top of the turn, Dom with 6 successes. You superhero land into this train, and the first person you notice, she's gonna try to shoot you, but you are much too quick for him. And with those 11 total successes, you slam him onto the wall itself, and you cause like a massive dent. Even his head pokes out of the actual wall itself as you've now torn through the entire metal framing, and just pretty much tell this guy he's gone. He's dead. There's blood and gore everywhere. Toledo, as you follow Dom with those 5 successes, you swing El Cid so hard you decapitate one of these mobsters. But there is one mobster left in there as he kind of screams and panically shoots at the both of you in a panicked manner. You will get the roll here. Oh, he crit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna shoot at Dom because he's the first one who got inside. With 7 successes plus 3, that is 10. Half that, you take 5 superficial damage, Dom, to the back as he kind of just drills you with a few holes.
I'm gonna kill this guy, so I'm fierce.
Yeah, you got lucky with that many successes. You crit. Okay, Mordecai, it is your turn. You just stand up and quickly make your way to where Scarlet is.
Well, it's kind of spider crab crawl a little bit. I don't want to have any wind resistance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you would be the only one to notice this, but one of the mobsters pops his head out of the hatch as he tries to climb over, and he has a decision to make whether to shoot you.
Does
or
he see me?
Scarlet.
Or am I? Because I'm
He
behind.
sees
I want to
you
be behind.
immediately.
Oh,
He
crap.
sees you.
I was going to say, I was going to shoot him in the back of the head. No, I'll
So-
put my gun up to his forehead then. I'll be like, hi.
Roll your composure and your firearms. You could botch this.
I could watch this. But
Could never.
Please don't watch this. You might shoot me in the back.
Holy crap!
But I
with
didn't.
5 successes.
Oh, okay.
but I
you blow
didn't.
his brains out right as he popped his head out, and there's blood and brains everywhere. Scarlet, you hear this from behind you as someone just got shot in the head. But you continue forward to where
Yeah. I continue
yeah.
forward towards the in between the driver's front cart and the first cart, and I'm going to try and destroy that thing, the latch.
you want to try to derail a train.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
No.
need
She just want decouple the train.
Decouple the train.
Go ahead and roll your strength and brawl. What is wrong with the lighting?
Mhm.
Make me look like a ghost.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah. Alright. Strength and roll. Oh my god.
Oh no, that is a
Can I will-
bestial. You can willpower
willpower
2
that.
dice. With 1 success, you you try to
I hate this.
punch the connection between the driver's cart and the rest of the train, and unfortunately, with only 1 success, you punch and you kind of hurt yourself in the process. You hear a loud crack as one of your knuckles gets deformed. You take 1 superficial damage.
And you chipped a nail.
Chipped a nail.
Virginia gets to take a turn
This
here.
sucks.
As actually no, she doesn't actually pop out of the train, but she does open up her side of the train, and you guys don't notice,
Okay.
but she jumps out. Actually, Mordecai notices this as she just leaps out of the actual train itself.
Damn it. What's the range on entrancement?
You have to be close,
Okay.
like within speaking distance.
Damn.
But she hops out, and you see her body kind of collide with the ground, and she kind of rolls around, a bit of dust kind of kicking up in the air. But yeah, top of the turn, Dom. You just got shot by the person behind you, and your back is looking like Swiss cheese right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around, grab his top half, grab his bottom half, and then make it bend the wrong way.
Yeah, your amount of potence, you can definitely do this. As you grab him and you just permanently dismember
Yeah,
him.
just like grab kind of around the waist and grab kind of chest area, and he's turning him into a Lunchable.
Toledo, you watched this. Did you say or do anything?
No, just another night hanging out with Dom. I'm back on the trail.
I'm gonna assume
Was that the
strength
woman that the trail was leading to? The one that just jumped?
Uh-huh.
So would I see it, the trail
see,
dramatically just...
Yeah.
Is there a
Sure,
window
it's-
in this cart?
There is. Well, you can open up the wall, jump out if you wish. Jump out of a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
Keep in mind you don't have celerity.
Wait, is she moving super fast? Is like... I guess I want to know. I'll open it up. Just see the trail pointing me to where she is. Is she
You
like
wish-
running supernaturally fast?
No, she jumped off, and you saw her kick a bit of the dust up as she kind of rolled on the ground, trying to
Wait.
perhaps survive.
She has the girl?
No,
No, my trail wasn't for the girl because I
never
didn't
saw
see
the
the
girl.
girl to use a trail. I did it on the mobster woman.
Right.
Oh, do I jump out of a train after? No, I don't have to. I have a trail. I don't need to necessarily throw myself possibly to my death for this. I'll think about it. We'll open it, look for a second. Soon. I'll turn around as Dom's folding people around doing origami. I'll just keep heading further into the train.
hop out of the hatch and you move further forward, and you make it to the last hatch. And you see Scarlet trying to she's struggling to break open the connection between the driver's cart and the rest of the train.
My nail is broken.
We'll
You've been
end the
hanging out with
combat
Dom
scenes
too
there,
much.
but
Well,
go ahead.
a little help.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to step the train.
Why?
Because this train is going to lead outside of the city.
You're trying to punch the train into stopping? Scarlet,
I don't know
sweetie.
how to stop a train, okay? Do you know how to maneuver the machinery or...
Yes. I can figure it out.
Hold the pin.
Is there anyone else up there in the main cart?
You see the driver kind of stoically looking out front into the train tracks himself, and he's just standing there, blank-faced.
Yay.
Oh, something's
okay.
wrong with him. The girl. There's no sign of the girl?
We've been led astray.
Sense the unseen.
If you sense the unseen, you don't see anything magical here. Nothing warded, no items that may be of a cult.
All right. I'm gonna get a snack. Scarlet, find like a big lever type thing and pull it. These things are usually clearly labeled. You're smart. You can do this. I'm going to feed on the driver.
But I was going to feed on the driver.
There's plenty to go around.
I'm so thirsty, okay? I'm gonna look for a stupid lever with a stupid label in the stupid fucking train.
God.
This is an 18
Alright.
plus screen, everybody, so there's going to be language.
There's gonna be language.
All right, so you eventually find the label is deleted. You do drain the guy. He's clearly there's something wrong with him.
No, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna feed to hunger if possible.
Scarlet, you find the letter and you pull it back, and you hear the train kind of squeal as it kind of comes to a halt after a few minutes. And the four of you kind of reconvene at the very driver's cart. The driver is seemingly in a daze, but after he the kiss passes, he maintains his posture and his grip on the wheel, even though the train's no longer moving.
One of you figure out what's wrong with his head? They probably did some shit, I'm guessing.
Does he look like he's conscious at all?
He looks like he's very conscious, but you can tell that the only thing he can do is look forward.
Probably dominated or something.
Yeah, not worried about him.
Well, he might know what the
Not watching what we
hell,
do.
what the hell happened, though. Or if he saw anything weird, or I mean, he picked them up. Maybe.
Yeah, but aren't we going to worry about this potential masquerade
let's find the girl.
breach with all the dead people? How are we gonna clean this up? It's a full train of dead people.
We'll find
And
the
there's
girl.
a random dead body in the train tracks.
We'll remove evidence of our passing. We will steal and distribute some of the firearms and say it was a gang shooting.
I have a way, I think. I spent the XP. You said I could learn the thing from my mentor?
That hasn't come into play yet.
Oh, never mind. I do not have a thing.
So, listen, we just got back from a from a trial. I don't want another trial with a masquerade breach.
Yeah. Well, when I started out with the Banu Akeem, it's just a little tyke hunter. There's sort of a hierarchy system, and usually the youngest hunter is the one that cleans up all the bodies after a successful hunt. You can actually learn a lot that way.
If I do a
And let's
sloppy
see.
job,
I know. I was turned. Yeah,
The youngest.
might be older than you. I know Dom. Pretty hip, but he's older than he looks too. Mordecai is some sort of like ancient being, and I guess Scarlet. When were you turned again? I'm just messing with you. I'll help you clean up. But yeah, we're gonna have to get our hands dirty.
yeah,
Start rolling
well,
up his sleeves. Yeah,
a
just
whole
get all the.
train just here is gonna look suspicious. How do you fucking make a train disappear? With
No, we don't
all
have to.
these
Just-
exotic
just-
fucking dogs and freaking tigers and
We didn't do that. Dogs are allowed to exist. They ain't a masquerade breach. We just need to collect the bodies that were obviously like folded in half or eat from.
The lake
and,
is right there, so
Yeah. Look, Scarlet, me and you are gonna collect the bodies, put them in a pile. Dom's gonna take that pile and place it in the lake.
I'm gonna feed off of something first.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah,
I'm really
I gotta top
hungry
up.
as well.
If you want to feed on someone, one of the corpses, you can. You can go ahead and slake your hunger down to 1. Unless you kill the driver, that will be slake to 0. But yeah, how do you guys plan on cleaning this up
I'm gonna heal first.
politically? You guys
Listen,
just
an
caused the
abandoned-
whole train to stop its functionality, and unbeknownst to everyone else, you guys are the only ones responsible for this.
Yeah, a train with no person in here is kind of suspicious.
I mean, the driver's right there.
Yeah,
Just
but you
Prop
know.
the driver up and send the train on its way again. I mean, we do. No one who's here to say we did something besides the person responsible for it. She ran away.
That's true.
It's 2 witnesses,
also true.
us and her.
Let's
Okay.
grab
One of
some
the
weapons,
witnesses-
though.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's clean this shit.
Yeah, I
up
mean,
then.
no one saw anything. Actually, Mordecai, you got good eyes. Make sure you're not being watched, I guess.
Do you guys
Then,
Didn't see anything.
Let's clean up.
do you guys contact anyone to help you clean this up? Anyone with political status? Or do you guys keep this to yourselves?
I might call in a favor with
Mm,
I forgot his name. My
Toledo, let me give you a hint. You have Aisha as a contact.
No, I know, but do I want to?
Yeah,
I
it's up to
don't
you
know if
guys. It's up to you guys
I
how you
want
wanna
them
deal with
to.
this.
Actually, no. I feel like cleaning up a hunt's a thing that's gonna be I'd necessarily get in trouble for. Yeah, I'll call her up.
I'll give Martin a call as well. My Maula.
Okay. So let's go over Aisha, Scarlet and Dom. I don't think you guys have many. You can have your biker dudes clean it up.
Nah, they're too
Yeah.
far away at the moment.
yeah,
I'll
I'm
come out of it.
already.
If everybody else has it pretty much covered, I'll just.
All right, Toledo, you.
While I'm doing this, is it okay if I rouse the blood and mend as well?
Yeah, you guys can heal anytime, just not in combat. You can only heal once per turn. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm already like grabbing. How the fuck do you clean this? Usually, you know, we have.
Yeah, I'll be on the
this
phone.
kind of
Let's
thing.
point. Yeah, you take him. Yeah, the headless one. I did that.
Hey, yo, B, what's up? I didn't
Hey,
expect you to call so soon.
Yeah.
And then take what? Toledo.
Hey, what's
Scarlet,
going on over there? Why
I'm
are
on
you
the
so-
phone right now. That's rude. Anyway, we got not a problem. We had like a bloodbath on a train. We have cleanup crews in the city for like big hunts like this.
Say what, fam?
Yeah, so there's this auction and some mobsters.
Walking
A
away
mob?
already.
Yeah, there's human trafficking involved, potential werewolves involved.
Hey,
It's a
yo,
whole mess.
B, you chased after a train and stopped the mob?
Oh, on a motorcycle. Yes, sir. It was fucking.
Hey, yo, y'all some daredevils, but you guys don't want to be messing around with the mob. You know what I mean?
I do not know what you mean. The mob's bad. We kill bad guys. I
Very-
do.
Yo, B, they got control over all over the south side of Chicago. You don't want to mess with them unless you want to make some enemies.
They still have control here. I knew the mob, like back in the day, the mob in Chicago was a whole thing. I thought Jackson ran with different people than the mob, though.
Well, ever since the early 2010s, like a couple years ago, they've been
Right.
coming back.
I keep forgetting what year it is.
They've been coming back. I mean, yo, what I heard about the Bloods, I think, yo, I keep giving you freebies and I didn't get shit for this. But anyways, look, lucky for you, you're in the fam. But anyways, the Bloods, yo, Jackson kind of threw them under the bus a couple years back. So technically, Chicago's crime-free to an extent, at least proper is. But the outskirts of it is, man, you don't want to deal with some organizations out there. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, we just killed a bunch of mobsters. They were kind though.
Shit. Oh, you guys. Whoo-wee. She says, you see her kind of freaking out and entertaining
if
herself.
you wanna help us clean this up, then ASAP, I will owe you a big one.
Oh shit! You know, if your sire finds out, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling you. We're cool, right?
Yeah, I'm cool with him too.
Yeah, no, we're all cool. So, perfect. Please.
All right. I'll. Oh man. You see her. You hear her hesitating for a second, but she says, "Fine, but don't touch anything. Don't touch anything in the carts."
You see Scarlet from far away, like grabbing a corpse.
All right, yeah, done. I'll send you the location now.
Oh god. Yeah, she hangs up, snickering a bit.
Where's the girl?
I didn't
You guys
see any
take your
girl.
time to investigate as Toledo's on his phone, and you don't notice any of the cages here contain a little girl.
Any canines?
You see a few exotic animals like ocelots and some maybe wolves or tiny puppies of something, but
Ooh, puppy.
nothing feral.
I look through the puppy and see if anything snarls at me and I take it.
Do you have animalism?
No.
All of them freak out at the moment you. All of them are snarling. All of them are barking. They're clawing at you.
Damn it. Is anything in a similar sized cage as the girl was in?
As you peer through each cart after
That
cart
also
after
happens
cart.
to be a canine.
No large cages here.
Shit. And we're
There are
going through
crates
this-
full of weaponry though. If you want to steal some weapons.
I mean, yeah. Nobody else is using them. Couple of handguns. Shit.
Yeah, I grabbed the cutest puppy. I'm gonna give it to
No,
Frankie.
hey,
What?
no, don't touch anything.
What? But what about Mordecai?
What, is he touching something? Hey, yeah, I know. I just got off the phone with a cleanup crew's on their way. Apparently, the
But this is
mafia
fine.
is integrated with kindred stuff.
Oh,
I'm not from here. Mordecai, you know the city. You should have known this. Or maybe you don't. Maybe it's a different circle than you run in. Either way, they told me not to touch anything, not to take anything from here. And they're going to try to smooth this over and clean up what we did. But, yeah, that's what I got.
But I saw
I still don't know what the hell this
some
was.
of the bodies.
Yeah, the bodies are fine. Just don't touch the dog. Don't take their stuff
Okay.
necessarily.
Oh.
Or were the mafia capos that we took out, did any of them look like the same dudes that were, like, obviously the big fat guy's not here, but were any of them his guards, or
This
were
was
they at
a
the auction?
this was a red herring. This was
You could
This was
assume
a
this was
decoy.
probably a decoy.
we've been
Very well armed decoy.
I mean,
You
if
could
you
tell
are
that they were
making a
probably
decoy,
expecting
it's
people to follow them
But why?
because this guy had a meeting with them earlier and threatened them.
God damn it. Okay. She's not here.
Well,
A few minutes roll by, and
right.
unless you guys want to make any other calls or anything, Little Caleb Koo will arrive.
I was going to call Martin as well,
Oh,
basically,
okay.
sort of to get him to, I guess, come down here. And once I found out that Toledo was calling his contact to liaise with them, to work with them, so that press releases, police reports, and such would all be sort of lost. And then we can all deliberate whether or not we want to just put this guy's hands back on the wheel and then just send it on its way.
Okay. Yeah, they can easily arrange for that, Mordecai. And that will cost you a trivial boon.
That's fine.
Now that the kind aspect of it is taken care of, a few minutes roll by, and none other than Aisha and your sire come around Toledo. She breaks out of obfuscate as she breaks out of obfuscate first as she approaches you, Toledo, and she kind of gives a head nod to Dom, Mordecai, and Scarlet, and she says, "Hey, yo, what's up, B?" And she kind of gives you a quick dap as she kind of bobs her head a little bit. You can still see she's wearing the loose clothing, and she kind of looks gangster.
I like her.
Gangsta with an A.
Yeah. We're easily the coolest clan.
The edgiest as well. I mean,
That's
he is cool. I point at Toledo Sire. She's cool. You're just you.
Did you not see that shit I did with the motor? I'm way cooler than you, Scarlet. Especially at your age.
Shit, you take care of this whole thing. As they both kind of examine what's going on. There's blood all over the place, walls dented, holes poking through walls, bodies everywhere. Y'all did all this?
Yep.
I'm assuming the Bruja did most of the work.
Anything with a
Yeah, he's
gunshot in
good at
his
what he
mind.
does.
Oh, sick, she says. She kind of looks at all the bodies, and you kind of see she's like very excited to see what the hell happened here.
So what? Oh, Sire? Yeah, sorry, we didn't realize the mob
He
was
does
off.
not look happy. As he kind of unveils himself, you can see that his eyes are flaring, and he's just looking at you, seething.
That's him in the picture?
He has long, dark hair. He's got like Middle Eastern features.
Sire
He's got a
McDreamy
scar.
here? I should bring him back to the mansion.
Sure, Aisha already explained to you that we weren't aware the mafia was off limits. They were... Mordecai saw this group
They were
purchase
catering
a
human
little
trafficking.
girl.
And
Is also a wolf.
Oh, and that little girl also happens to be a werewolf.
and
We are a clan of hunters. We're also a clan of judges. I judge that to be unacceptable. And before we even did anything, we simply approached. Granted, we approached looking awesome, but we approached and they immediately opened fire on us, and we defended ourselves all over that train.
by murdering every single person here.
They were shooting at us.
Who told you all to chase after a train?
As I said, I'm a judge, and I judged the person I was following needed to be followed. They didn't want to talk. They
Judge of
attacked
what?
us. We defend ourselves.
Diego, judge of what?
Diego.
I told you what they did.
Their business is theirs. The last I checked, you are a teacher at the Stuart Freeman Academy, where she's supposed to be. He points at Scarlet.
Yeah, let's think of tonight as a lesson then. I didn't come here to teach. Anyone who knows me knows I shouldn't be teaching at all, honestly. What I do is this. Gesture to the train.
Did you find kindred that were worthy to be hunted in there?
Yes, but they got away.
I don't see them. I don't
Yeah,
see
they
any
got away.
traces of them.
jumped off the train and got away.
As far as I'm concerned, this was more than just a train robbery gone wrong.
Well, if you knew me, which since you haven't been around for a while, maybe you've forgotten, but I don't do that sort of thing.
He just shakes his head as he walks towards a particular body, and he begins to kind of he cuts his palm, and he begins to let out a bit of his blood onto the body. And all four of you can see this as the body begins to darken slowly at first, and then it quickly begins to corrode. The skin begins to break apart, and all of its all the cellular structure of it is becomes dark black, and in a few moments the whole body becomes nothing but ashes.
Ooh. How do you do that?
Learn that?
You can see I'm not the only one who picked up some new tricks during our time away.
You will need to learn how to clean up your own mess. All of you. I don't have time for this. Aisha said this was important. I'm disappointed.
Well, maybe we have time for another lesson. You can teach me, so in the future I can clean up my own messes.
He looks towards Mordecai with suspicion. He just studies you, but he doesn't say a word. And then looks at you, Dom. He looks at the train itself with all the eviscerated bodies. He nods and looks towards Scarlet. He shakes his head.
Toledo shakes his head too.
I nod my head.
I'd probably like just crouch and then just check the ashes. Like, how the fuck does that? Ew.
Play with your food.
Hey,
There's
yo,
no-
B, there's all sorts of weapons in here. Aisha says out loud as she kind of starts picking up like M16s and stuff.
Didn't he just say like not touch anything, Toledo?
That's what she told me.
You see her
Oh.
kind of picking up stuff as she's making calls of her own. Four of you. Go back to where you came from. Your havens, your homes. Actually, just the three of you. Toledo, it seems like you have much to learn. You'll be in the service of our clan from here on out.
Now hold on.
What does that mean, Toledo?
Well, I live to serve. I'm yours to command.
He shakes his head as he begins to kind of start doing the same ritual on all of the other bodies as he begins to clean up everything. You see him kind of do this very, very angrily as if he doesn't want to do any of it, which is true because he's cleaning up after you guys. Unfortunately, he's the only one who can do this.
Toledo, don't forget that, there was that guy that you threw out into the train tracks, probably like far away behind. Oh,
Didn't happen.
okay. Mr. Dom, can you drop me off at the university? Since I don't think there's anything else for
I
us to
think
do
we're
here.
driving. Wait, we're not driving. Yes, we're
Ah.
good. Call my limo.
And I
I'll,
imagine the three of you trying to
I'll
make
see you
your
back
way
at
out.
school.
I'll see you back at school then, Mr. Toledo. Mr. What's his name? I point at the Sire.
What are you asking? Toledo?
Oh, Toledo. What's your Sire's name?
Something.
Saham.
Saham.
I was trying to remember his last name. It is Saham.
Dreamy.
Yeah, Mr. Saham, nice to meet you. And Miss
Aisha.
Aisha, nice to meet you too. I guess we are heading out.
Yo, catch y'all later, fam. Good work out here. Now we can claim all this. Catch you later. As you guys kind of just shuffle out of there and see the
Yeah.
limousine parked in the nearby dirt road. Well, yeah, as the three of you kind of pile in, is there any conversation to be had inside the limousine?
Suppose we have to go and find Dom's motorcycle. It should be in a heap somewhere down the track.
Probably.
That'll take some time.
There was no
What just
guerra.
happened there? I didn't know the. Okay, just out of character. Were they ever called Assamites?
Yeah, back in the days they were called Assamites, but
I wouldn't know
nowadays
that.
they go by the Banu Hakim.
So I never knew that the children of Assam were so Tremere-like in their stringency. I didn't know they kept leashes on their child there for so long.
I think it's more the Tremere are more Assamite-like.
Potato, potato.
Wait, so Toledo is like a puppy on a chain or something to his Sire?
An older dog, but still on a chain. Like kind of like the dogs that you see in the backyards, that are way too big for the dog houses, but you keep them on a chain anyway.
Yeah. Wait, does that mean that he will still continue teaching, but he has to answer to his Sire, or does he quit?
If you keep something in a chain long enough, and you discipline it to remember the chain as a limiting force, if you take the chain away, it still remembers the lingering, the limiting force.
What a sad life.
So, it's okay. He's got his faith. Now the question is, where is that child so I can prove that I'm not insane? And where is Dom's bike?
Well, Dom's bike is probably left halfway across the tracks. And what do you call it? The child, if it's the Italian mafia, it's probably already out of the city.
What's an insight, Mordecai?
It's an insect.
Oh, for you too, Dom, if you care.
Yeah, I'll give it a wits and insight.
Boom! 5
Oof.
successes.
Okay. Dom, you don't notice too much, but with 5 successes, Mordecai, you can assume that Scarlet might be right, that maybe you guys were led astray, especially given the fact that Dom just had a meeting earlier with them.
Damn it.
What stands out to you with those 5 successes is why Scarlet knows this.
File that away from here. Huh. And what was it she said exactly?
She very confidently told you that the mafia, the Italian mafia, had their ways.
Would use the decoys, yeah.
Mhm.
They probably, let me repeat that. Knowing the Italian mafia, they probably already brought the child out of the city.
Right.
It's already gone. and we were just led astray with a decoy.
I'll file that away for later. Huh. So we know that the mafia is controlling the south. The Italian mafia is controlling the south side. We know the child would have been taken out of the city potentially, which doesn't make a lot of
Are you
sense.
muttering that out loud?
Yes.
Is it,
Thanks for asking.
you said the child is a werewolf? If that's what your
She looked-
emotes...
Exceptionally feral, and I got a feeling. So, my question then:
So like the
is-
werewolves in Twilight. Okay, so
why
if-
would they take it out of town in the first place when they control the south side? Why wouldn't they just take it to a safe house on the south side?
probably to try and control it. I mean, it is a feral dog. You train it. Right?
What other gangs or mafia are in control of the city at this point?
Only you can roll for this, Mordecai, intelligence and streetwise.
No, I'm actually asking
Oh.
Carla. Or anyway, it's talking out loud in the room and seeing if she'll answer.
I don't know. I'm new to the city. What I know is that the Italian have control of the south side, and that's it. I don't know if other mafia are in the city.
This is a bit of a conundrum.
Well, Dom, do you know anything? You are in a biker gang, so
Would I know?
Intelligence and streetwise. One success.
No, it's Dom's is 3.
Yeah, mine's
Three successes, Dom. You've only recently moved to Chicago from where you were before in Illinois, but you could tell that maybe from the meeting earlier, the fact that they're packing lots of guns, that Scarlet is definitely correct. They have, the Italian mob has control over the south side. As for the others, you haven't encountered them just yet, if there are any.
Yeah, I
But
know.
you can consider your biker gang maybe one one of the gangs vying for control over the south side.
Not yet. Yeah, I only know about the Italians in the south.
well, I do not know. I do not have the resources to ask around who the fuck controls the cities or which gangs are in the city. Maybe you can pull some strings? Any of you?
I'm going to give Meredith a call and see if she can. All right, never mind. I'll give her a call. And I describe the woman that was in the train that jumped out to as much detail as I can and see if she actually has seen or heard of her.
I'm gonna
If this
pause
is
the
somehow
scene.
connected to the Italians, then if anybody's going to know, Meredith will know.
We'll pause the scene here for more guys who picks up his phone and dials Meredith, as this could be a lengthy conversation, or short, depends on how you talk to her. With Toledo, as you are right outside, just after your coterie mates left, your Sire and Aisha are with you. You can see Aisha inside one of the freight trains, just going through stuff after stuff. She's pulling out guns, cases of ammunition, some grenades here and there. And she looks over in your direction as she just nods her head at Saham as he says, You've been free for how long now?
Out of game, how long? I have no idea. I assume it's been a minute.
It's been a long time. Yeah, it's at least 50, 60, 70 years since you were with the bounty scheme.
Oh, it's longer.
Or I don't know how long. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
Many years, sire.
You're still getting involved in businesses you don't need to get involved in.
Well, it's a thing. I mean, I've always been with the clan. I just wasn't under your strict tutelage for a little bit. So I got to decide who I hunted on my own instead of just taking blood contracts. Did a lot of soul searching. Had to recalibrate my sense of morality for a modern time. We can't just go around getting paid blood to kill people anymore. I kill people who deserve it. But I needed to make sure I was someone who could properly judge someone for that. And that took a long time because, well, as you know, I was someone who probably would have been deemed worthy of the hunt. On the receiving end, that ain't me anymore. So yes, I may have lost some of the strict discipline that you so instilled in me, but I'm still a child of the hunt.
You're now a part of the Camarilla. Keep that in mind.
I'm trying. I'm here in the jewel of the Camarilla, and if I can't learn it here, I'm not gonna be able to learn it anywhere.
There was no need for you to follow the strain and slaughter whoever was in it.
How would you have handled it? Teach me.
Did you know who you were chasing?
No, but when they attacked me, they sealed their own fate.
If someone was chasing you, wouldn't you attack them?
Not necessarily. Unless I was up to something real bad and I didn't want anyone finding out.
From the look of these bodies, they are mobsters. We don't have to be involved with them, as our clan does not deal with them.
No, we're above that stuff. But I'm not above rescuing an innocent life. And that's what I was attempting to do, and I will not apologize for that.
Looks at you sternly. And where is this innocent life? Did you manage to save the soul?
No, I failed. It happens. You learn from it. Or at least I'm attempting to learn from it.
Hey, yo, B, they got C4 and everything over here? Oh, shit, they were planning to blow the whole place up. What? Here, I should.
Yeah, see, they're not
Definitely
good
here.
people. The way I see it, the only bad thing that happened tonight, if you consider it bad, was a bunch of hardened criminals fell while doing crimes. The world moves on. No innocents were killed.
Each action, no matter how small it is, has a consequence, Diego. Remember that. You may not see it now, but this may have some effects in the future. But we are burning moonlight. We shall talk about this some other time. As for you, you will continue your teachings at the said school, but until I'm confident that I can leave you to your own demise once again, you will accompany Aisha and I for my work as to why I'm here in Chicago.
Well, I will admit I am not as accustomed to doing what I do, operating in a city such as this, where every bug you step on has a consequence or is someone's ghoul bug or something like that. There's too many fucking vampire politics in the city for me to handle. So not that you need me to agree, but I'm just letting you know I have a lot to learn in that regard. You taught me how to kill, and I'm very, very good at it. I just need to know, at least in this hunting ground, who the hell we're supposed to be killing.
I'll point your blade in the right direction, starting tomorrow night. As for now, if you wish to learn how to clean up and watch, take notes, he says, as he turns around and starts, letting his darkened blood flow into another body as it begins to melt away into ashes once again. And you can go ahead and spend that XP if you already haven't. If you already have, keep it. But now you've just learned Ashes to Ashes, an Oblivion ability that lets you pretty much melt bodies away. Easy for cleanup. The night continues as Aisha makes another, several calls and stuff to perhaps collect all these goods. In any case, we'll flip the camera over to Mordecai as you have a conversation with your Mala.
Oh god.
She picks up the phone, but you know how she is. She's very stoic and very emotionless, as most Giovanni of her age are. And she says, "Mr. Mordecai, speaking to me so soon."
Meredith, darling. I have concerns, which led me, unfortunately, on a wild goose chase, which is probably going to get a little complicated for you. So, find out what you need to do to smooth it. Let me know. We will make arrangements and boons as necessary.
What are you speaking of, Mr. Mordecai?
The auction.
Oh yes, I hope you enjoyed the auction.
I did up until the point with the puppy.
Ah yes.
And that kind of sat odd to me. You know how I've always been around children. So that was untenable, and I wished to absolve my own functions of children are innocent regardless of what they also happen to be. You guys really should not have.
That was not a mere child, Mr. Mordecai. That was
I'm
a
well
gorilla.
aware of what she is, darling. Which is why you shouldn't have her.
You're telling
Is
us
she in
how to run
danger?
our business.
Oh, I would never do that, darling. You know that. That's why I love you so much, because you do your business and you do it well. I would never presume to tell you, the expert on how to do your thing. But can you alleviate an old man's concerns? Will she be treated well?
I will be honest with you, Mr. Mordecai. We do business based on boons, money, and resources. We do not do business based on morality. You know this as you are part of the underworld.
Of course. I didn't say I wanted the information for free. I know the price. I'm just asking questions. Questions you are free to tell me the answer to if you have it. And then I would pay typically for them. I've never shirked you. I respect you do.
And please go ahead and tell me what had just transpired within the last 30 minutes.
An episode on a train. My concern got the better of me with regards to the child and her safety and well-being. And as you know, I abhor child abuse. So this didn't sit well with me. I went to investigate the train and was shot at. We defended ourselves from bullets and other such issues. Other than the unfortunate dealing with the individuals who shot at us, nothing else is amiss. And we are in the process of cleaning up the Masquerade, if there is any breach.
Very fortunate that I am not part of their family. However, I am very closely related to them, Mr. Mordecai.
I know.
And I have
that's what
already
I told you. I wanted
read
to
the
let you know
reports.
that there might be heat. I value my contacts. I didn't want to see you take heat for something that you are not responsible for, but I wanted to give you the greatest possibility of gaining the most prestige for cleaning it,
Then you
or
were
at least
well
dealing with
aware
the issues.
that dealing with them could prove to be problematic.
For me, absolutely. I figured you were a bit closer to that ground.
Truly am, Mr. Mordecai, and I was hoping to do further business with you. However, as mentioned, this may seem problematic, especially given the fact that the Hecata are not part of the Camarilla.
Neither is the ministry, my love. I'm well aware.
But you have a primogen.
It's a token, I believe. It's not, we're not officially in. The Atsamites beat us to that particular punch, apparently.
The ministry may not officially be part of the Camarilla. However, you, as well as your other clanmates, are in the city. This much I know.
True.
Unfortunately,
Do you need something from my clan in recompense? This I will arrange.
Unfortunately, your actions have led a few things astray for my part, and I am very sorry to inform you that this inconvenience for myself will cause me to perhaps stop business with you, Mr. Mordecai.
That would be a shame. I've always been a great asset to you. And I would hate to see a minor inconvenience of a couple low-ranking stooges on a train that is obviously a decoy to end our professional relationship. I have fed you a tremendous amount of information about the Camarilla in this city.
That is much appreciated. However, the Mafia will not take lightly to traitors.
You're not a traitor, though. You're not in trouble at all. In fact, you're getting a significant amount of recompense from individuals connected to the incident.
Oh, we know exactly who is responsible for this incident, and I'm very sure you know who he is as well. And you look up, and you see Domhnall in front of you.
Okay. Wait, hold on. How is he responsible? Did something happen at his meeting?
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that.
I don't know if they told you. Let's assume they told you earlier how the meeting went as you guys are driving in the limousine.
Let's still say that. I did not know that. Huh. That puts a bit of an odd spin. I can see how you would be inconvenienced now. Yes, definitely. Whatever I can do to smooth things for you.
For now, you must keep your head low and perhaps avoid any contact with any of the Mafia members, including myself. We will get in touch once more once everything has been aired out.
I would hate to lose you as a contact. I do so love telling tales of Camarilla dealings.
Of course, Mr. Mordecai. But for your sake and mine, for our safety, we should probably keep our contact to a minimum.
Absolutely. So I won't see you this Friday at the mansion then. I kid. Yes. I will wait for you to contact me.
Goodbye, Mr. Mordecai.
Ah, darling. Gotta hang up. Oh, Domhnall. It seems your incident at your meeting caused a bit of a tidal wave in the Mafia circles. They think you're completely responsible for this.
Wait. Who did you
You're
call?
muted, Dom.
Mr. Mordecai, who said that to you?
A friend.
A friend. You have a friend in the mob, or?
I would not ever say that she's in the mob. I know someone who knows someone who has an idea as to what's going on. And that little bird told me
Yes.
that there was an incident at the gang versus mafia game meeting.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do. And it led them to the assumption that this particular train heist was a hit by Dom and crew.
Yes, and let's go back a bit in your in the conversation I heard that you just said. You said you have been loyally feeding information about the Camarilla.
I feed everyone information. Information is my currency, darling.
Are you really Camarilla then? Or no?
I work bets when I have all the cards in front of me.
You are dodging the question, Mr. Mordecai. I asked you
I
if you
answered
are...
your question completely. I am Camarilla, and I am not. I have status in the Camarilla, which
Yet
is
you are
unnecessary.
feeding information to people outside of the Camarilla.
So are you.
Am I?
So is Domhnall. So is Toledo. We all talk to our sires. We
I
all
don't talk to my sire,
our...
though. I have been
Everyone
in the
has
university.
information. If that information is valuable to one person and trivial to another, there is absolutely no harm in sharing it. Because
Is it
though they
really
may not be in the
trivial, though?
Camarilla, it is trivial. The color of Annabelle's dress this evening. Completely useless information, noteworthy to someone who is interested in Annabelle. Like the paparazzi, taking photos of stars and celebrities in bushes or from bushes, just so they can get some kind of a photograph at some particular location to cause strife, cause a headline to happen. Then they get paid more. Annabelle's dress color is useless information to anyone who isn't interested in Annabelle. But if you are interested in Annabelle, the dress color is of critical importance. You see what I'm saying? I don't give the Giovanni any information that is useful,
What is the
or-
Giovanni?
treacherous. I give them information that updates them on the day-to-day lives of the Camarilla as I experience them. Which is to say nothing. And yet, it's valued because it's information.
And this Giovanni, what is that?
It's her name. The Proud Family.
Mr. Dom, what do you know of the Giovanni? And he's frozen.
Very stoically, I might add.
Dom?
Oh, he moved.
Is he here?
We can.
He's trying to get it unfrozen.
He's trying to get it unfrozen. But yeah, a noble family then. So you're working with or for the Giovanni?
I am working for myself.
Hmm.
I have connections outside who value the useless information that I can peddle them. I'm not privy to Primogen meetings. I wouldn't know the first thing about what goes on in those. Nor actually do I even care. The information I give is barely even trivial in terms of boons. Like the fact that a certain neonate wore a tight pleather cat suit because a thing happened and we were attacked by weird ghoulish creatures, whites, whatever they were called. Useless information. Unless one is paying for it.
Wait, he is talking about me, right? Wait, you're talking about me, right?
Yes.
Well, I am not a neonate or whatever that is. I am still a fledgling.
Point being,
might be useless to you, Mr. Mordecai, but that is important to me. So
it's important that you don't share that you were wearing a catsuit.
yes.
Very
But
well.
yeah. Never mind, it's okay. I will let go of that issue.
Money is of no object. When money is no object, you intend to find other things to value as currency.
Mm.
Do you honestly think anyone in my house of ill repute is there unwillingly?
Who knows, Mr.
What-
Mordecai? I
What
don't
possible
know what
currency
goes on.
do you think they could give us?
There are plenty of other currency aside from money.
Such as?
Body, pleasure, information,
Information.
goods, illegal
In
goods.
exchange for that information, they receive pleasure. They receive release. They receive their desserts, if you will. What
Okay.
one does with that information is not valuable to me other than a currency. What the police chief does may not be valuable to me, but it is valuable to a politician who might not know. In exchange,
I just
feed
hope,
appetite.
Mr. Mordecai, that you know who you're selling to and whose
I've been
information
doing
you're
this
selling to.
centuries, my darling.
Okay.
I know exactly who I'm selling information to, and how much information they get.
If you say so, Mr. Mordecai. If you say so.
This is when
Something
you
interesting.
pull up to the Stuart Freeman Academy.
And
Lock
I
the
will
doors.
see you.
Scarlet, what are
Mr.
you not
Mordecai?
telling me?
About what?
You know far too much about the dealings, how mafias work.
I watch a lot of movies, so
Yeah, you're trying to lie to someone who has mastered the art of glibness for the past 250 years. What do you know?
when you live in Russia, since it is mainly, controlled by the mafia, by the Russian mob, you pick up a lot of things, but you learn to keep your head down. That is what I know. And with this kind of issue with the mob, I'd rather keep my head down.
Huh.
So now can I go?
Lying is not one of your strongest talents, Stone.
Okay, so you want to entrance her, Mordecai. Go ahead and roll your
Yep.
rouse check. And I think that is a discipline roll for you, and
Oof.
Scarlet is intelligence and composure, I think. I could be wrong. Pretty sure it's intelligence and composure.
Charisma plus discipline, it says, versus composure and wits.
Oh, wits and composure, sorry.
I'm gonna rouse my blood to surge.
I get blood potency with this, right?
Yep, you get a 1 die power bonus if you're rolling it from the macro.
Yeah.
I mean, it automatically adds it from the macro.
And I get
You don't get any bonuses from your beauty.
no.
Mm-mm.
But I am human.
Discipline roles are independent.
So I do get that.
Is it possible to reroll?
Yeah, you can reroll up to 2
Terrible.
dice, Scarlet.
I'm gonna do a willpower as well.
You can reroll up to 3 dice, Mordecai. He beats you by 1 success, Scarlet. As Mordecai lets out this aura and focuses completely on you, Scarlet, you feel as if he is unnaturally alluring to you right now. And I mean, you can sense that something supernatural is going on here because you've definitely been under its effects before. But right now, all you want to do is be around him, speak to him, talk to him. You can be intimate with him if he wants to take it. Well, only with 1 success over you. Let's not go that far. But you just want to be with him at the moment.
Help me help you.
Like?
What are you not telling me?
What am I not telling you?
What is your connection to the mob?
I've got a lot of
Go.
connections with the mob.
A lot. That's surprising.
Why is it surprising?
How many is a lot?
"99% of my contacts are from the mob."
Holy shit. Oh. So what brings you to our little town?
To study. To
Study
learn the
what?
ways of the Camarilla. Be a good vampire.
I'm sorry? Wait. To learn the ways of the Camarilla. What do you mean by that?
Etiquette?
Are you not a Camarilla?
Yeah. But I'm still studying to be a Camarilla.
Are you a Toreador?
Storyteller, what the fuck? Can I lie here?
And if you want to, but he gets bonus dice to read you. So yeah, if manipulation subterfuge, if you want to lie, Mordecai, you can do wits and insight. And how much is your presence? 3? Add those dice. Mhm.
Holy balls. That's a lot of dice.
She would also, so when you're under presence or dominate as another kindred, if you spend a point of willpower, you can for
Yeah,
like
I
a
was
turn at a
thinking
time.
that
You
I can
You can
break.
spend a point of willpower
To
to
resist.
temporarily break it to maybe just lie for this one thing, but then you're gonna be sort of back
back.
under entrancement. Unless you want to keep spending willpower.
Ah. Then
Boom.
no, never mind. We already rolled this fucking thing.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
You have 7 successes. What do you say, Scarlet?
I am what you see me as.
Mordecai, in this moment, you feel even her resisting a bit of the presence, you can tell that she's clearly hiding something. The way she paused, the way she hesitated to answer your question, she might be hiding something. But you may also know that you may not be ready to find out what she, who she is, given her answer earlier with the mob. And you don't want to be in bed with both sides of the spectrum. Or do you? It's
Got it.
really up to you.
plan, are you?
Can I use the willpower to like break free and then just go like, well, I'm gonna go, Mr. Mordecai, and just force my way out of the fucking Nemo?
Yeah, if you want to.
Again, Mr. Mordecai, I am what you see me as, and I am out.
My concern, darling, is how dangerous it is to have you with your connection to the Mafia, whichever Mafia that might or might not be, when we're already sinking pretty quickly into this mire with at least 3 different sides. Is your connection going to actually come into become a problem? Complicate things that hopefully don't need to be complicated.
I frankly have no idea.
Then why are you here?
Again, to study to be a good vampire in a school. To be a good kindred.
Something about this isn't adding up for me, darling, because you're married to the mob, and yet you're here for no reason?
I just said to you, I'm trying to... That was the instruction to me. Go to school, learn to be a good kindred.
I'm on your side, darling. You know that. I've been watching your back from day one. When Toledo pulls his fancy, I am a god, a priest type thing, I had your back. Abominable and I have agreed to try to keep you safe regardless. He has his physical ways of doing it. I can influence, buy, and control. So it's a bit disconcerting to have...
If you need information, I have nothing to give you, Mr. Mordecai.
That's okay. You have given me plenty of information already. The only one I want to know now, because you've evaded the question twice, is what your clan is. I already have a connection to the Giovanni. That's not... She would have told me if you were.
I'm a caitiff. Are you happy now?
No. I don't believe you. But that's okay. You are free to go at any time. But if we are to continue to help each other, to watch out for each other, to keep each other safe in our ways that we can, we need to trust each other. And trust is hard enough with this underworld and the darkness that is kindred society. So finding individuals that you can at least rely upon to do things that you need them to do is currency unto itself. It's why we share boons. It's all about
I already told
leverage.
you what you needed to... I already told you what you asked, and you're like, I don't believe you.
I still think you're hiding something. But that's okay. We all have secrets. As I said, you are free to go.
Alright. Then I'll see you, Mr. Mordecai.
Absolutely.
Now you get out of the limousine and go out.
As you leave and both of you retire, all 3 of you, Steve, you return to your haven, and Mordecai, you return to yours, as well as Scarlet is left at the Stuart Freeman Academy. This is when a few nights pass by. Actually, many nights. And I'm wondering how our kindred fare these recent nights. Mordecai, in the next month to maybe next few months or so, you will have zero contact with Meredith Giovanni. Toledo,
That's okay.
you are brought on hunts by your sire. Scarlet, you continue your school, and perhaps you don't. You only interact with Toledo that much, as Miss Stewart just is asking you, and as well as your other classmates, to stay in school, given the fact that you all just got off of that heat and you guys are new to the Camarilla. Steve, I don't think you would have gone and done anything as crazy as the train incident, the train chase. Or maybe, I'm not sure, but people would have relatively left your area alone. It's only a 2 or 3 block compound domain, so not many people would have passed by except for your biker buddies. In any case, we move forward with a few more snippets during the next few months, and maybe perhaps the next year or so. Our coterie, see each other from time to time. They interact, but they keep each other at arm's length, especially after the incident with Mordecai and Scarlet. As for Toledo, we'll begin with you during this little bit of a time skip, perhaps a year after the initial findings at the Crystal Chapel. You're not at school. You're not teaching. You're not messing around with your coterie mates tonight. It's more of a serious tone. You find yourself on another mission for the Banu Hakim. You're in the dark, desolate alleyways of an abandoned suburb in the southwest of Chicago. The rain pours from the cloudy skies, and these ghettos are barely illuminated by whatever light is coming from the empty streets. It smells horrid, like an open sewer grate filled with excrement and filth. But you do smell one thing that is familiar, and perhaps you tip a bit of your hat to that scent as you recognize it to be blood. Fresh blood. You are yet again in pursuit of suspicious individuals wearing black hoodies and raggedy jeans. To start this scene off, let's go ahead and make that dexterity and athletics roll for you. Okay.
Whopping one.
With only one success, you are not able to catch up to this person as he kind of runs down the alleyway screaming and whatnot, but he turns the corner to the left, and with your only one success, you don't catch up to him as soon as possible. However, you manage to push past the disposal bins and the trash and the garbage, but eventually you turn the corner as well, and you see that this young individual has run into a chain link fence that blocks off the other side of this alleyway. A dead end. You have El Cid out, and you know this person to be one of those thin bloods that were ingesting those powdered kindred ashes. What do you do?
It's no use running. It's time to start making peace.
Hey, fuck you, man! Leave me the fuck alone. I'm just trying to do my thing over here. Hey!
What is your thing? We got a couple options here. I will make this painless if you tell me where you are acquiring that dust, or I'm going to take my time.
He looks left and right for an exit. You see that he is trembling even underneath those words, but you see him try to scale the chain link fence in this moment.
Yeah, so if he's starting to scale and I have his back, I'm just gonna impale him in the back and hold the sword to keep him from going anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. No need to roll as you impale him straight through the chest as your sword coated in, I imagine, Law's caress just begin to take effect immediately, corroding his insides, poisoning him, taking that aggravated damage as he lets out a bit of blood from his mouth as he collapses to the ground.
Yeah, I'll pull him, hold him on the ground. Is he torpored or is he out?
He's taking quite a bit of damage from that backstab.
Yeah, I purposely wanted. All right, I'm gonna try to keep him alive a little bit. Again, this could take a long time if I wanted to, or you tell me where you got that.
He spits out
I thought we
blood
took
in your
care of
face.
those people. Wait a moment.
Snitch! I'm a fucking snitch!
I'm gonna wipe the blood off my face. Taste it. Bite my own tongue to get some blood in my mouth and spit back in his face. Except my blood hurts.
Yeah, you spit in his face. You immediately corrode his skin, and he goes into torpor. He stops struggling, and he just is lifeless in that moment.
I'll check his person, see if he has any of those vials on him.
You do indeed find a vial full of white powder, white kindred ashes.
Thought we took care of this shit. Tuck it away. And then do what my sire taught me. Bite my hand, sprinkle some of the blood over his body to erode the corpse.
Okay. And as you do this, you hear the giddy words of your ally, Aisha, as she says, "Yo, B, that was sick. Cold-blooded. That's how I like it," she says with a smile as she breaks out of office gate behind you.
Yeah. I don't enjoy these as much. I want to get to the
You
source
mean
of this
that
shit.
was tight, fam?
I don't like killing people like this. I want to kill the people doing this to people like him. Whoever's creating this shit, pushing this shit. But it is what it is. Eventually he would have turned into one of them shadow things, and that's worse than what I did to him.
Shit, you saw the shadow things? Man, I saw the big uglies. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about uglies. I'm talking about like Nosferatu looking things.
Yeah, no, we saw one of them in the chapel. I actually fucking cut the thing in half. It's pretty cool. But, yeah. City's got a fucking problem.
You then see, as you're having this conversation, see a body just fall from the sky, from the upper alley, from the roof or something, and kind of just with a sickening thud next to the body you're melting, as you see a glimpse of your sire blink from that rooftop onto the ground, as he says, "That's the last of them."
I guess we're done here. Another successful hunt.
Worrying. Their kind seem to be increasing, even if we're dispatching them one by one.
Yeah, I feel like we're just cutting grass at this point and it keeps growing.
Tell me, these people, how do you feel about them, Diego?
I'd rather help them than hurt them. These people, punch the one I did. I've seen the ones doing this. They most certainly deserve our judgment. I'd like to try to find these people and get to them before they get caught up in this shit.
They're guilty for the crimes against the Camarilla. What's more is that they, and he points to the dead body, they are a sign of the end times.
Yeah, And I've looked into that. I've heard those thoughts about the Thin Bloods too. I've read some other things though. Some other ways to interpret that make a little more sense to me. It's a conversation for another time. I don't think we should kill Thin Bloods just for being Thin Bloods, but
I know you are a man of the cloth, but do you believe in what the elders deny?
what do you mean?
The Duskborn rising up.
No, that ain't. Things will change in this world, but it ain't gonna be the Duskborns doing.
Then do you not believe in Gehenna? Hey, yo, B, we don't talk about that. No, we don't talk about here in the streets.
I don't well. I believe in the third coming. Some people, I guess, call that Gehenna, but I call it salvation.
I see. Your previous beliefs are still with you.
No, not necessarily. My previous beliefs. I don't know. I'm still making sense of a lot of this. We don't have the answers, but someone does. Someone a lot stronger than us.
I'm being called once again to another place, Diego.
Place like right now, another job, or you mean you're being called out of Chicago?
The others of my organization have found something in other parts of the Midwest. Milwaukee, Gary. Whatever is going on here in Chicago, I must leave it to the both of you.
Is that a compliment? You trust this in our hands now?
No, I absolutely do not trust either of you to finish this, but the other Archons need me.
Very well. Guess you'll have to leave Chicago to the B team here.
Aisha should know how to handle some business. Although your primogen is quite unreliable. So you'll have to fend for yourself. Do not ask me to come back here to clean up your mess again, Diego.
I won't. And
You sure about that, B?
yes, I'm fucking sure about that. We're having a just, shut up. I won't, Saham. Good luck on your hunt.
You too. Oh, and
I'll miss you too.
he looks at you with a right raised eyebrow as he shakes his head. He turns around once more as, the shadows, he kind of walks into the shadows at this point in the alleyway as he says, "Oh, and do tell your friend that Bruja, that Bell sends his regards."
No, he wasn't bullshitting about that. All right.
He blinks out of existence and
Wait, Bell's on the other team. All right.
might be peculiar words to you, Toledo. Who the hell's Bell?
Theo Bell. He's... You know who Theo Bell is, right?
Wait, the fuck? You talking about the one that The hardest that, like, killed him?
Yeah. I mean, I know we're Camarilla now, but I mean, I wouldn't mind all the hardest stats getting the same treatment, but that's just me.
Hey, yo, B. Did you hear what Saham said?
Me and you?
We in charge now? She says
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a big smile.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
We gonna run the streets.
Yeah, he's acting like he doesn't like. No. We're gonna clean this. It's gonna be good. He's gonna be pretty jealous of what we do here. I already got some thoughts.
Oh, sweet. Hey, yo, you want some? And she kind of pulls out a joint from her pocket.
That still works for you?
Hell yeah.
I mean, all right, sure. I just do it to look cool, but yeah.
She lights it up, takes a few puffs, and she passes it to you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything where I don't think drugs would work on me unless I drink them from someone's blood, but I'll take a hit too.
I need you to roll a resolve and composure.
What the hell did she give me? What does she have?
We'll find out.
Trace.
Okay, with 3 successes, you are able to keep your shit together. But as you take a few puffs from this, underestimating whatever she gave you, you feel it immediately take effect. It is, of course, marijuana, but there's something inside of it. There is something that immediately takes you over. This amount of relaxation, the amount of stress that we've released right now, and you just can't help but feel happy. It's almost as if you were human once again. And feeling the effects of the drug.
Did you find drugs that work for us? And like good ones? What the hell is this?
She kind of points to the dead guy.
Oh. No. Oh. Shit. That's why it tastes so good. No, I mean, we already got a whole history in our clan of eating our own kind, and that's what they're making these drugs out of. Trust me, I've thought about it. I've kept some of the vials, and they're just staring at me because I'll take it again. But look, we can't be doing this shit. This is you know, you heard
charge now. We're in charge.
Yeah, but you heard of gateway drugs. I try to drink out of bags most of the time.
We're
I don't want
in
to
charge now, she says as she kind of giggles to herself. Why would he leave it to us? Your sire's insane.
No, he's super smart. He's a badass and he's very good looking. We should listen to him, but I mean, technically we are in charge now, and I'll take another hit. Oh no.
She just smiles at you, giggling, but eventually the joint runs out and you are now under the effects of marijuana. What's strange to you, Toledo, is that it shouldn't take effect that easily. It really shouldn't. But it did. And it kind of tasted sweet as well. With that smoky, that cannabis flavor inside of it. It's almost as if there was a bit of blood mixed in with it, as you can taste all of it. But both of you proceed to clean up, melt away the bodies, dispose of the clothes and whatnot, and you head back.
Was one of the Never mind. Yeah, move on. I don't want to make any more mistakes.
We assume that you probably used ashes to ashes on the other individual as well. And both of you cleaned up, as it's your job. But yeah, Aisha and yourself take your leave. And some other nights go by, and feel free to kind of speak amongst yourselves if ever you want to. I assume Scarlett's still too busy, and Mordecai is doing his own thing. Dom, I need you to make a roll. I need you to make a resolve and awareness roll +2.
Alrighty.
This is for a general feel. of your domain. See if you notice anything kind of strange. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With 8 successes, that's a success on every dice. And given that crit, yeah, you are eyes like a hawk. You keep an eye out on your domain. You have complete control over it, and even instruct some of your guys to patrol the area every once in a while, every hour or so, just to make sure that nobody fucks with your turf. They do manage to catch a few stragglers here and there, but no one too serious. No one from the mob, or no one from the mafia, or no other gangsters. You, with this amount of successes, you are keep it tight. Like your place is secure 100%, and nobody fucks with you because you catch them even before they could. Okay, well, that was anticlimactic, as I did not expect him to roll 8 successes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on then. Mordecai, go ahead and roll your intelligence and occult. You can add a +2 bonus for this.
Ooh. Where are we? Oh. Does it have anything to do with ghosts and wraiths?
Yes, go ahead and add that extra dice as well.
Only 4 successes.
With 4 successes, you continue your studies about the skeleton key. However, in these next few months or so, or the next year, nothing. It's like after you turn every page, every book that you can get your hands on, there's absolutely nothing about this skeleton key, and you wonder why. Unfortunately, your Giovanni contact, perhaps the only person that may hold knowledge to this, hasn't been in touch with you, and perhaps that's probably what's causing this bottleneck of, this knowledge being limited. However, you do manage. Although you manage to acquire a particular interesting piece of artifact. One of the things you got from the auction. That vase. One day, or one night rather, as you peer out through the books and stuff, and you catch a glimpse of it. You see it vibrating a little bit. As you approach it and see what's going on, why it's vibrating, you activate Sense the Unseen, and you notice that this thing has a certain glow about it, and what's inside. As you look further and further in, you notice that there are some material. There's a little bit of material inside, maybe powdered dust or something like that. But as you examine it and maybe poke your finger in a little bit, or maybe your cane, you notice that this dust is perhaps ashes. And you figure out this vase is an urn. And as you
funerary.
touch it,
Dating back to the Egyptians.
As you touch it, it lets out a kind of a spiritual pressure, and it releases it throughout the room. And as you kind of, back away from it, maybe trying to keep your eyes away from it, you hear the snickering of a little boy. As you come to, you see it's not actually a boy, but more of an maybe an adolescent, maybe around no older than 16 years old. He is wearing a kind of a Egyptian headdress, and he's wearing like a white robe under it, and he's kind of, he's very young, but there is a ghastly appearance about him.
Museum
Got
hours
him!
are closed.
He smiles.
Have I seen this child before?
It's your first time seeing it.
did you get?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Who did you get?
Points at you. Do you like my trick? I made my urn vibrate.
That was great, actually. What else can you do?
This, and he kind of pokes his hand inside of you, and you feel this cold sort of this feeling like an arm is sticking through you, but it's not really physical. Woo! It's just in and out.
Where are you from, child?
He points at the urn. Can't you see the hieroglyphics, bro?
I didn't study that deeply. Or did I? I'm not sure. Would I have any possible inclination as to what they might mean?
Some Egyptian writing. Ancient hieroglyphics.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't know how to read.
So you were just living in the boy in the urn.
Yeah. I get like shipped off from place to place, and I've picked up all sorts of stuff, languages, but I never really learned like the mother tongue. I mean, they look pretty and all, with birds and the bees and stuff, but I don't.
Me neither. Maybe we can learn together. We'll take some night courses or something. What's your name, boy?
Rami.
Rami.
I used to go by Muhammad, but that was too long, and some people can't pronounce it. So I went by Ali.
Lots of people pronounce Muhammad now.
Oh, really?
Well, it's
That's
a big
cool.
thing now.
Yeah, but I go
My
by
name is
Rami
Mordecai.
nowadays.
Rami, my name is
Mordecai.
Mordecai.
That's cool.
You're in my house, as it were, such as it is. What would you like to happen with your urn? You seem to be tethered to it, I assume.
Yeah, don't break it.
No, nothing like that. Would you like me to put it safer than where it is, or on display?
Looks pretty safe to me. Unless you got those people. Oh, by the way, I've been here for like a year, and stuff I've seen here is quite a show.
Yes, everyone needs education.
I mean, I don't mind looking, but I mean, it really does nothing for me if you can't tell.
True. I mean,
Also, some of them are really weird. Like they're into that whole.
oh yes.
You know what I'm
Oh,
talking? Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Oh yes. And that one particular, that fat fellow, and the other guy with the limp. Yeah. No, it's.
No, I was talking about the girl.
I don't question.
Oh.
I don't question. Everyone has a kink. We
Listen,
shouldn't kink shame
What
anyone.
I want is, well, I kind of want to get out of here. I just want to explore. But I can't because
How
I'm
would
kind
you-
of bound to this thing.
I might be able to help with that, but how would you like to be tethered to a wristwatch or something? Make it Egyptian? I don't know. I can do minor amounts of manipulation with the spirit world. I can help you untether if you need.
Sure, that sounds.
Or I can link you to
Feasible.
another tether so that in the event that you lose your primary fetter, you won't be crippled.
Listen, I just want to see the world. I don't know what city I'm in right now, but
Chicago,
yeah,
21st century.
this is Chicago. Wasn't there supposed to be like hot dogs and pizza involved?
Oh yes, like 100 years ago. It was a
Where
World's
are the
Fair. It
musicals?
was spectacular. The
Was that New York? I don't know, man. I just hear it from the other spirits.
You'll have to let me know what they say. Actually, we can help each other out. I'm going to help you see the world, or at least Chicago. What can I do to actually?
If you
I'm
want
not
to switch
sure how that would work.
binds, yeah. If you want
Do
to
I?
switch the binding,
Is it
better,
a switch
you
of a bind, or do I just add one?
you're basically taking control of his spirit and binding him to another thing. Let's
Okay.
brew this a little bit because he's technically tied to that fetter, but with what he wants to do, he's pretty much willing to transfer just so he can explore the world. Unless you want to carry around an urn for the rest of your time.
I'll agree to a pocket watch.
It has to be something important to them. I'll limit it at that.
Okay.
So you might want to have him develop a certain connection
Attachments
to
to things.
objects. But remember that cane
Oh
that
yeah.
you got?
Oh, good call. Yeah. And there's nothing else special about the cane specifically?
Nothing that to your knowledge, no. But
Okay.
the kid seems attracted to it.
All right. Well, I'll introduce him to the cane if he hasn't already seen it. And over the next X amount of time, months or whatever, allow him to develop that attachment that would be necessary for the binding fetter.
Sure. Yeah.
That
And
way
you
I
do
can
so
carry
over
that
the
cane
next
around instead.
few nights. And you develop, do you want to get close to this kid, or is he just there just to be there?
I would like to get close with this kid because he can get me information. Plus, he's a kid. It's like permanent innocence. This is great. I like it.
Yeah. And you do. For the next few weeks or so, you develop a sort of friendly connection with Rami. And he seems, you learn that he was murdered by the Pharaoh back in his days for crimes that are pretty much petty, given how rulers were back then. And he hasn't had a good ghostly on life, as he's always just been bound to this urn, kept in galleries and all sorts of museums. But as of right now, you're giving him a quick taste of what life is really like as you take him around in your limousine. You perhaps bring him to social gatherings, and of course, some people can see him, some people can't. But whenever he chooses to come out, he will. And he kind of just appears there and kind of whispers a few things to you. He knocks a few things over because ghosts. But eventually, you guys develop this sort of friendly father and son kind of connection, which we'll get into over the next few sessions. But you do manage to keep your stuff intact as well. Your research continues. Unfortunately, Rami is no help to you because he has no knowledge of the occult that much.
Not expected.
Which brings us to Scarlet. You find yourself one of these nights, given in the next year or so, you're in the academy. It is dark, it is rainy outside, there's clouds that loom over the academy itself, and it's cold, even for you as a kindred. As you walk around dormitory after classes, you pass by Celia's room and you hear conversation taking place. A one-sided conversation. Go ahead and roll your wits and awareness if you want to hear what they're talking about. Otherwise, it's just some muddled up words that you can't decipher.
Oh, I'm gonna reroll. Can I reroll that?
You can reroll up to 2 dice. Yeah, with one success, you hear bits of information that you can't really tell, but it looks like you can hear that Celia is talking to someone.
Knock on her door.
You hear her gasp a little bit, but I'll be there. I'll be there. Go, just she whispers to herself as she opens the door after a few moments, and she sees you. Oh, hi, Scarlet.
Hi, are you all good? And then I kind of like look behind her.
You look around. There's absolutely no one in this room, just her.
Oh, I thought you would have company.
Why would you think that?
I don't know, you're talking. Unless you've
But I was
gone
just-
insane like those Malkavians.
Oh, you mean the Malkavians?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, sometimes being cooped up in here, it's gonna drive me crazy. But no, it's fine. I'm fine.
I mean, my room is always open for you if you want to talk.
I'm fine. Really, I'm fine.
Okay. But you'd tell me if something's going on, right, Celia?
Yeah.
Okay, I trust you. I trust you. I'll see you.
She hesitates as she opens her mouth. But she doesn't say a word. Nothing comes out as she just looks away and shuts her door.
Yeah, she's definitely keeping something.
There are people here you can speak to. Frankie and Brian are in their rooms. But you can see Frankie kind of, peek out of her room along with Brian.
Hey guys, what is up? Anything interesting happen?
No? The kind just seem tense between you and Celia. Are you okay? Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine. I just heard Celia talking to herself.
She gone crazy? Like the
Yeah,
Malkavian clan?
It might be the Malkavians. I don't know. This is why I worry. But she said everything's fine. I don't think everything's fine. But I don't want to push her like... She'll talk to me if she needs to.
Right.
Must be something important if she's keeping it a secret.
Right. So when are we gonna do the thing again? You know that thing we did? The
The thing. Yeah, well, if you can grab Celia, and we don't have classes today, right? Unless I missed something.
No, you just finished classes.
Oh, okay. Is Toledo around?
You take a peek outside.
Is Naomi
Yeah,
around?
you see him. You see Toledo just exiting Miss Stewart's library. His sister Isidora is with him.
Yeah, I don't know if we should do it now because Toledo has this like radar for some reason for things we should not be doing. Don't know what the fuck it is, but yeah, we could do it later once, Brian, keep an eye on Toledo.
Yeah, I was actually
gone.
wondering when we were gonna do the biting thing again. It was exciting.
Maybe during the weekend. Yeah?
There's what are you talking about, Scarlet? The graduation's this weekend.
Alright, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, our exam is like tomorrow. Like our final exam.
Wait, really? Oh my... I haven't studied. Frankie?
What are you looking at me for?
Crash course of the exam.
Sure. She says as she kind of ushers you in along with Brian.
You grab Celia as well. She's gonna go crazy like the Malkavians if she
As you
keeps
approach
us
her door, you hear her whispering to herself again.
I check if the door is open.
It's open.
I go in and then close the door.
As you enter the door, you see you immediately she gets startled, but you're a little quick for her as she didn't expect you. You can see the shadows inside the room kind of rippling around her. And as she turns your direction, you can see that her Bolivian side is just merely fading away as she says, "Oh, Scarlet, you scared me."
Yeah, we were wondering if you would like to join us for studying. If you're not too busy with your gesturing towards the shadows.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, I'll be there in a sec. I'll meet you in a few minutes.
No, I'll stay here.
No, I'm sure I can take care of it by myself.
Celia, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Take care of what?
My room.
Really?
Yeah? And as she says this, all the shadows in the room are slinking back into their respective positions.
And are you done?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what's going on, Scarlet?
Nothing. Let's go.
Okay. And she follows you out.
And as we go out, like I kind of like grab up to her and then just whisper like, "Who are you talking to?" And then just continue walking on.
Toledo, you notice this. If you wish to intervene, but
Notice all of them heading somewhere, or just her?
All of
and
them are
Celia?
just in the hallway.
What's up, kids? Y'all getting ready for graduation? Y'all studied up? Look specifically at Scarlet.
We're going to study. That's why we're going.
She wanted to do cramming.
Cram. Is that the word? Yeah, that's the word. Cram.
Okay. If you need any tips, pointers, nuggets of wisdom.
Did he just say hits? Mr. FPT, we should really not offer hits to fledglings.
That's what I teach. All right. And once you're graduated, teach you those of you that are in the know, maybe work on some other tricks, blood stuff.
I want to learn some
I
blood
want to
stuff.
learn some blood stuff.
I like those kinks.
Brian.
Not what I meant, but like the enthusiasm.
So are we
Wait,
going
where-
to study or?
Yeah, where are you going to study?
In Frankie's room. Why?
Oh, rat and snake. That's cool.
Okay. We look
Why are you acting
awkwardly
weird?
at Brian and Celia and Frankie. Like,
They're like,
I don't want to metagame, so can I do a check to see if I noticed something weird or off?
sure. Go ahead and roll your wits and insight.
It's not very good. You'll probably get away with it.
With 2 successes, you feel like they're being mischievous as usual.
All right, you guys go study.
yeah, okay.
Don't be smoking any of that vampire weed that they apparently got.
Wait, there's
No matter
vampire
how
weed?
good people. No,
There's vampire weed, guys. Thank
Alright,
you
go
for
on,
the
get-
information, Mr. Toledo.
Damn it.
Gotta
Yeah.
ask.
And once they round the corner or go out of eyesight, I'm popping obfuscate. Follow.
You gonna follow them? Okay.
If I sense something a little suspicious that we're too close to them graduating, and if they fuck this up before graduation, my first class, that's gonna look bad for me. I'll make sure they study. But yeah, sense the unseen, all that is.
I imagine you're gonna let them, kind of do their own thing first before you follow.
Yeah, I'll let them go a little bit because I can't do that if they're looking at me anyway. And then I'll do that and follow.
As you turn around, you notice there is a dirty, blonde-haired woman also exiting from the library. She seems to be wearing very tight clothing, more like yoga-esque feel to it. She carries like a pink umbrella around as she just sort of poses. She stands outside in the courtyard. She has this umbrella and she has this. She pulls out her phone and she's taking selfies at the moment. She's like smiling, giving all sorts of cute poses.
I haven't seen her before.
I've never seen her before.
Right before I do this, yeah, she's within speaking distance. I'll just go, good evening. I can't say I've seen you before. I'm a Father Professor Toledo.
Oh, hi! I know about you.
Okay.
She says very enthusiastically.
I don't know about you. What was your name?
Oh, you don't know who I am? Well, let me go ahead and tell you. I am the one, the only Thrive Hive.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool. What's your thing? What do you do?
You don't know
Are you a
who I am,
student
do
here?
you? No, I used to be a student. I'm very close with Miss Stewart, though. She's like my sire, but not really. You know what I mean?
Oh,
We're cool like
okay,
that.
yeah.
Just like how
Really?
you are to Brian. He really looks up to you, you know?
Yeah, I've done a lot for that guy. He can't imagine where he'd be
You
without
don't know who
my-
I am? Oh, old people, I swear. Oh my god.
Not that old. I mean, I'm that old. I'm cool. All right. Just not that cool apparently. Who are you?
Yeah, those
What do you do?
tattoos, probably should get rid of them. Anyways, I'm Amber.
Amber, Thrive Hive. Wait, what should I know you from?
I'm like alumni here.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
I'm just kidding. You know what Thrive Hive? You don't know what Thrive Hive is? Why don't you ask your buddies? We're like on Instagram and like Facebook and stuff. Try to get to
Yeah,
this new app called
I've
TikTok.
tried to get one set up. Yeah, and Scarlett made fun of me for asking about it and said she couldn't. So, all right, that's good to know. Is everything all right? You just hopping by to see your mentor?
Oh yeah. We had some stuff to talk about, after your meeting. It's whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right.
Wait, you talking about me? Her?
Everything is gonna be just fine, Father Professor Toledo. Don't you worry.
Wasn't, but now I kind of am. All right, have a good night. I'm gonna go back in.
Bye. She says as she walks away with her yoga mat and her backpack and her pink umbrella.
Yeah, I'm gonna find those damn kids and make them tell me what this is.
Yeah. Let's rewind time just a little bit. As you guys are now in Frankie's room, Scarlett, and Brian kind of opens up his jacket as he says, he's talking about this, right? He holds up a joint,
No.
a red joint.
Yeah. But I
You guys
don't
want
know.
to try it?
Should we? I don't know. Toledo can get as I said, he has the senses.
Yo, this is some really good stuff. Ever since we returned, I've never found anything as strong as this. I mean, it's just weed, but like, it's like strong.
He looks at Frankie and Celia.
Frankie goes, we have the start of our exams tomorrow.
Celia?
It's a 3-day exam.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be studying, but you know...
You study better when you're high.
Brian. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we're graduating anyway.
He lights it up. He starts taking a few tokes as he passes it over to you.
I take a puff. And then...
Scarlet. It is strong. Like you've never... I don't know if you've done cannabis before back in wherever you came from as human, but right now it just hits you like you were once human, and it kind of overtakes your body as you feel begin to feel a little relaxed, and your mind becomes, you know, just it kind of winds down. All the stress you had earlier with Celia is just seemingly gone in this moment, as Frankie is peer pressured as well as Celia. This is when Toledo, you reach their door.
Smell that familiar smell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna boot the door.
Yo, what the fuck?
It crashes, and you see these kids just smoking, and just as you guys meet, you know, each other's eyes, and you see Toledo kind of fuming in this moment, and Celia is currently holding the joint, taking a puff. She has wide-eyed, and she kind of drops the joint, and it hits the ground. That's when we'll call it. And that's where we're at this session. Oh my god.
Such a killjoy. God damn it, Father Toledo. Sorry, Father Professor Toledo.
Father Professor Toledo.
Thank you.
Fucking...
Oh man,
Just let the kids have fun before graduation and exams.
Yeah, I know we've been rushing all these scenes, guys, but it's because we are currently in a time skip, and we're kind of time constrained in our sessions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was called The Abyss. I'm your storyteller, Lou. You can find me at Crescent's VTM. And here are the wonderful rest of our coterie, starting with Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, Mike played Mordecai. You can catch me with my cosplay pre-COVID stuff at Canadian Captain America on Instagram, CDN Captain America on Twitter. You can catch me here on Tuesdays, and we have a D&D thing that keeps hitting some speed bumps, but we're going to have it out, I swear, probably starting hopefully next month ish.
Hopefully. I'm Steve. I'm usually the storyteller for Vancouver by Night. We're on a bit of a hiatus, but we are coming back eventually. You can see me here Tuesdays or Saturday. We're going to have the Vancouver adjacent game, which is going to be for the Wava thing, and we're going to do giveaways because we have some of these. You can get one of these if you donate, and we hit our goals. Yeah, so that's going to be at 3 p.m. PST. Check that out, and then we're going to probably raid into some other vampire random shit that's going on Saturdays, because it seems to always take over.
I'm Bully, the storyteller over at Table Goth. We are starting our Cults of the Blood Gods game next Thursday over on the Onyx Path channel. So check that out. We got Nosferatu, we got DJ Toreador, some of my peons. It's gonna be a good time. And then check out our YouTube, where we have all of our back stuff and other things. And also I'm playing in a game Wednesdays, Victorian London game, over at Table of Horrors, and we're doing a charity game this weekend that the other people tell you more about. Other people?
That's me,
Other
right?
people.
Okay, sorry. My brain. I'm other people now? Wow. Anyway, hi guys. Thank you very much for watching. I am, again, Scarlet Leon, played by Rina. We've got the one shot on Saturday, 7 p.m. PST. There's gonna be an announcement post soon. It's going to be a charity stream for Wava. And Wava has partnered with D&D and Beyond, which they they gave us 2 keys for their Cortex Prime game handbook. So if we hit a goal, we will be giving it away on stream. So hope you guys would join us on that day and time. Louis will be our storyteller during the time, and we will be joined by Shane Easton, Bully here, and Ellie Collins. And of course, there's me playing as Victoria Hardestat. It's gonna be a fun night. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. We will see you guys again next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. PST as usual. Anyway, this has been Call of the Abyss. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye!